there we go. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna go ping people, because I forget to do that half the time nowadays. Copy URL. Ping the discords. Enjoy the vibes in the T-bot. Well, it's a frozen image for you guys, I know, but... you know, whatever. Oh, I just used @everyone again. I cannot get in the habit of using my correct tags for my Discord, whatever. It's fine. I'll get used to it eventually.
What it really comes down to is whether you are willing to put in the time.
Thanks, Kooky.
If you study and practice, then it's really not all that difficult.
Make sure I can view my chat properly. There we go. Okay, okay. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Ayaka plus Hu Tao is a team used by some speedrunners and whatnot. It doesn't surprise me that much. You get some real big damage real quickly. You're on time on accident. Well, congrats. Hello, Sapphire. Versus Soul, you cracked and got Battle Pass up to speed. Your summons. Oh, you got the Battle Pass to speed up your summons. My brain had a hard time parsing what you were saying. You're at 67 pity now. Very nice, very nice.
This realm.
Ayaka is good for Hu Tao nukes at C4 because of the defense shred. Yeah. Yeah. 10k pebbles stream win. You gotta give me your 10,000 pebbles first, meow. If I don't get your pebbles, how am I supposed to throw pebbles in a pond 10,000 times? That would be a funny 100,000. Like, throw 100,000 pebbles in a pond. How long would that take? I don't know. I feel like I could legitimately source 10,000 pebbles or 100,000 pebbles somewhere, and then find some pond, and then have a video where I throw 100,000 pebbles into a pond for a subscriber video. It'd be a weird one. I'd have to have something else going on other than just that. We're starting my main account, by the way, just to get, you know, because I have multiple accounts. I want to get garbage out of the way.
If you ever
Anywho, I'm not gonna do 10k pebbles right now. These streams are the reward for these streams this week are the special streams, extra content for 10,000 subscribers. This resets in a couple days, right? I might stream when the Abyss resets. Might. No guarantees, but I might. This might be the last stream for the subscriber marathon, though. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see what our progress is on weapons only today, grinding wise for AR. But anyway, let's get this garbage done. Trying to see. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. I was gonna see if I could really quickly try to get to AR50 or a battle pass level 50, but I don't care. It's for a standard wish. Nobody cares about a standard wish, unless I'm at I was gonna say unless I'm at pity for a standard wish. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm not necessarily guaranteed. I'm at 8 pity, which means there's a higher chance for a 4-star. Okay, can I do it? It's not as important for me to like go full on. I need to grind weapons only today because it's not as mentally horrifying as trying to grind 70 wishes. So grinding one AR level should be much easier than 70 wishes, I think. Surely the authorities won't approve of throwing so many pebbles in a pond. Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to find a pond that would allow such an atrocity. Yeah, this would be get me to almost 48. Can't do that one. I could do this one, this one. This one wouldn't take long. This one.
If the Arataki gang stirs up any trouble, I'll drag every last one of them.
Okay, well, if y'all are willing to be subjected to it, maybe I'll get a 4-star here on my main account. How exciting! I would love a C4 Kuki. Still, I have C3 Kuki, and C4 Kuki is their best like constellation as far as like aggravate Kuki goes. It's not like an insane ability or anything, but it'd be a bit of extra damage, and I would like it just for funsies. Let's go do dailies quick. Whoops, got this daily again. That's an annoying one, but okay. Where's my touring light shows quick? All right. Well, Soul, first time here, you have a damn soothing voice. It's crazy. Thanks. You watched the entire 6 hour out of the last stream. Wow. You're even crazy. Crazier than I thought. Thank you for watching that, I suppose. Wait, what build are you even running on Kooky? This is a hybrid build. 500 EM, 50 crit rate, 200 attack, 144 ER, and then light of full AR is where all the crit damage is coming from. So this team can get pretty big aggravates, and also get good hyper blooms basically. And Candace is here both for a little bit of hyper bloom because I don't want to oversaturate with hydro, as well as for the infusion, so I can get the passive up on light of full AR for the skill damage buff on light of full AR. So that's why Candace is the hydro character here, and works fine. Nahida actually applies too much Dendro to be able to swirl Electro properly in this team. It's the only real problem it has. But she's also an insane upgrade for EM. So, and I have Defense Shred on her. So anyone else I put in is definitely going to be a damage upgrade for the team. But I might try out like Baiju or something in the future instead, to swap team members and see how that does. I could just use like Yao Yao right now, and Yao Yao would work fine instead of Nahida. Just I would lose the big ol' EM buff. Yeah, and because of all the external EM buffs I have with this team, so I can get 250 EM from Nahida, and then I have C2 Kazuha who can give 200 EM. So with like an additional 450 EM, I can still hit 30k hyper blooms on this build for Kuki. It's a bit of a fun build. It's I can hit up to like 30, 40k aggravates. Usually it's more in the 20 to 30k range, while also still hitting 30k hyper blooms, which is great. Aren't you supposed to be on weapons only? My God, people! Just because I title something doesn't mean I have to only stick to one thing. This problem doesn't happen on Twitch. It's like this is part of the reason I started like doing it on Twitch, because I wanted to be like, I go on Twitch and I can stream whatever, and people don't freaking yell at me. Oh my God, you put weapons only in the title. You're on your main account. Like, oh my gosh, just calm down. I'm on my main account for a few minutes. The vast majority of this stream, I'm sorry, the vast majority of this stream will be weapons only, but I got my other account stuff to do quick. Do you want to see things on my other account, or do you not? As far as I'm concerned, it's just free content. It's just like, I can't, what do I title the stream and do a thumbnail for? Like, I can do a thumbnail of random garbage stream, but the thing is, most of the stream is going to be weapons only, so I want a title and thumbnail what most of the stream is going to be. That's all I gotta do. But it's a stream, so my streams are gonna have my other account stuff sometimes. I try to keep them focused, but sometimes I've got other things to do. So, and a lot of people are like, oh, I want to see your main account, so like, this is an opportunity to see some of my main account. And the teams I'm having fun with right now on my main account here. But anyways, it's just so funny seeing. To be clear, I don't mind it. It's all good. You thought I'd be on weapons only first? Yeah, I normally would do my other accounts first, but it should be pretty quick to get my main. Oh, I thought it was gonna be quick to get my main account and my Polearm account out of the way. But now I'm gonna try to get the standard wish. So it might take a little bit longer time. But yes, I don't know, the showing the main account on the channel is the uncommon occurrence, and the idea is I can do my main account for a few minutes while like people join into the stream or whatever, and then we'll move on to weapons only. So we'll move on to it, and then I'll also do Polearms only very quickly. Yeah, so if you're only here for weapons only, come back in like 20 minutes. Well, hopefully 20 minutes. I should be on weapons only. Hopefully. No guarantees. But if you hate me so much and you only care about the account, feel free to come back in a few minutes. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. You lost your phone somewhere. You're gonna go find it so I can play with this on. Sensible decision. Best 5-star you would want from standard banner on this account. Probably, I've wished too much on weapon banner, so I honestly don't really need any weapons at this point. Probably, what? Come on. Probably Tignari constellations, honestly. Wouldn't mind Gene constellations either, to like slowly work towards Gene C4, but like Gene C4 is really not that important, and it has some clunkiness issues, because Gene's burst actually pushes enemies, I believe. So, and you only get the Animo Shred from enemies that are within her AoE. So it's, yay, more circle impact problems with Gene C4 for her Animo Shred, and it's like, eh. But Tignari C1 would be nice. It would, I think it would put my Tignari at like 100% crit rate. Yeah, it would basically put my Tignari at 100% crit rate, which would be cool. So that would be nice, I guess, but wouldn't be anything crazy. So, yeah. But other than that, I don't really think I care about anything on the standard banner for 5 stars at this point. Details. Almost Bow, no. Skyward Harp, no. Lost Prayer I got when I was wishing for Foliar. Would have preferred not getting it, but I have it now. It's at least something I have. I'm not going to complain, I guess. Skyward Atlas, I have Lost Prayer now. I really don't care that much about Skyward Atlas. Skyward Atlas is better than Lost Prayer in a lot of characters, but Skyward Spine, no. Pride I already have. Aquila, like Aquila, I would like, okay, it'd be fine. I can put it on Bennett and increase his buff, whoop-de-doo. I'm pretty sure I usually use Freedom Sworn on Bennett now, though. So I think I'd rather keep Freedom Sworn, because you can usually trigger the Freedom Sworn buff pretty easily with Bennett, depending on the team comp. But Skyward Blade, Wolf's Gravestone, Jade Spear, I've gotten too many of those. So yeah, I don't even care about any of the weapons. The only last weapon I would have cared about, honestly, was Lost Prayer, but because I got that when I wished for Foliar, I think I'm good. So yeah, basically Tignari. I think I'm gonna get actually close to Pity on standard banner though. Close-ish, maybe. I actually don't know. 55, 60. Wow. Oh, okay, 60. Okay, yeah, 62. All right, yeah, pretty close. In a month-ish, I'm guessing I'll get a 5-star. So that's something, I guess. You got C1 Tignari be jelly? Yeah. I guess I will be jelly. I'll probably never get C1 Tignari with my luck. What are we doing? Oh, derp. Let's go murder Dvalin super quick. Actually, yeah, Dvalin's probably faster. Probably. Murder Dvalin 3 times real quick. We'll get did I claim my daily rewards? I hope I claimed my daily rewards. I didn't. Or no, I did. No, that's items forward. Okay, we're good. We're good. You want Mona and Tignari? I've gotten too many Monas. Mona was the last standard 5-star I got. I didn't have. And then after I got Mona, I've been cursed by Monas ever since. Now I have too many Monas. I don't remember what my Mona is at. Too much. But I almost never want to build her just to spite her. She's useful for some things, to be clear. Mostly nukes. But like, yeah. Yeah. Also, her frickin' C1 doesn't function. So, you know, the frozen part doesn't function. Not that I specifically need her for that, but again. Hello, Octa Gaming. We're on my main account real quick for those joining on. Hopefully shouldn't take too long. We're just doing some real quick things I can get to probably, hey, hopefully, maybe. This is really not going to be worth the time if I don't get a 4-star, but I'm going to predict all this effort will be worth it, because I'll be rewarded. I did level 90 Dvalin, whoops. All this effort will be worth it, because I will get my C4 cookie that I've been dreaming of for years and years. Not really, but would really like C4 cookie to just, you know, get... Can you just, like, get knocked down, dude? Thank you. I don't have to worry about it if I get C4 cookie.
We shall participate.
Yay. Nope, bye, fungus. See you later. Alright. Level 40 this time to kill him slightly quicker. Would you give you 1 Diluc for Mona? I really don't need Diluc either. I just got another Diluc on this account. When I went to the 50-50, because I missed it, I went to 50-50 to try to get Hu Tao on my main account, because I have some honestly cracked artifacts for her. Did not get it. Got Diluc instead, so what did my Diluc at? C2, great. So I also don't want Dilucs. I would probably trade most of my standard constellations away for like one Tignari. I don't think I'm going to use any of my resin for bosses this week, so I'm just going to do this. I don't really need Scaramouche drops for anyone, I don't think. And anyone upcoming that I want, like Baiju, is probably going to use a new boss. So I think I'm good to not farm Scaramouche much more on this account. Oh, you can hit him in that. Okay. Interesting.
I see everything.
I'm not. Oh, okay. Just immediately died from one aggravate. Oh, that was funny. Didn't even finish climbing, and that's the first time that's happened. Thank you, Len, for the 250. No, you're definitely not that late. We just started a few minutes ago. Tignari, yeah, I can't see him the same anymore. Yeah, I agree. I'm actually going to avoid using him on my main account until they hopefully change the VA. Because, yeah, yeah. Just in case those aren't aware, the voice actor for Tignari is basically a total piece of shit human being. You know, and his apology was very, I don't know, it didn't come off as particularly genuine, methinks. So, yeah. Anywho, going to avoid using Tignari unless I really need to. I'm gonna just consider it an upside of trying to use some different, play around with different ideas and different teams on my account in the Abyss rather than using Tignari, despite the fact that I like how Tignari plays. They will. Same thing happened to Chinese VA of Oz. Yeah, I know. So, yeah, that's my point. I'm just gonna try to avoid using him if I can. But, Len's gonna beat you in donations. I know, Saz. You gotta figure out your payment issues. Just move out of Canada. Move out of Canada, please, so you can donate more money to me. I'm joking, to be clear. But, yes, Len is single-handedly paying for every single stream. You just switched to Japanese. Yeah, I guess that would work too, but I'd rather not. Honestly, if I have to use him, like if I have to use him on stream, if I have to use Tignari on stream, my solution will be quite simple. Dialogue volume 0. So, won't be the end of the world. But yeah, I'm not gonna let that dude's voice be heard. He doesn't deserve it. So, I don't feel like downloading an entire different language though for it. But that is a solution for sure. What else do I gotta do? Okay, we gotta. Do I have to do the event? I'm gonna have to do the event real quick. Oh no, did I do the? I don't think I even did the quest for that. Okay, maybe we're not getting that then. So I don't think I even did the quest for it. Nope. Okay, never mind. That'll take too long. I think. Okay, we're not. I don't think we're getting a wish then. Okay, wrong button. I think because I could get almost one level by doing these quick, but then I still need like 1,000 more, and I was gonna just do this, but that'll take too long to do with all the quests. So, and I don't think I can really create furnishings without just buying vials or anything. I could get that quick, I guess. I don't. Nah, it's not worth the time. All right, sorry, whatever. We're gonna move on. I want to move on to weapons only, basically. Nothing that important here. And I still haven't done my resin on this account, so we're gonna do my resin real quick and then mosey on to better things. Polearms only should be very quick, by the way, because it's literally just gonna be, I think, farming for talent materials, I believe, today. Because I think the Hu Tao Zhongling talent material is today. Yes, I did get the dialogue volume achievement a while ago. Although I don't think I've done the dialogue volume achievement in my weapon only account. So if I remember, I maybe can do that.
Everyone hold hands. The Temple of Wisdom.
Probably wasn't really necessary.
Grant us your blessing.
Are you here?
As one with wind and cloud.
Get with me. Yeah, here.
Really? There we go. Oh. It is satisfying seeing the little homing shots. The only good thing about these enemies with Hyperbloom, it's honestly annoying as crap because the Hyperbloom will home into the freaking flies constantly. But seeing them like zoop around is kind of funny. This time you're ready and have a chance for co-op? Great. Maybe. I will keep that. It's an EM timepiece with ER. I already have a pretty decent one, an EM timepiece that Kuki is using. But having an extra one in Thundering Fury is actually not bad at all. In case I need multiple. And this one also only has one line of ER, so that could actually be an upgrade for certain characters that only care about EM and ER on Thundering Fury. So we'll keep that. I'm going to do like, I probably won't do 4-piece Thundering Fury, so something really cool you can do with 4-piece Thundering Fury Kazuha, by the way, this is less relevant if you have his C1 like I do, but if you're not a filthy whale like me, something funny you can do with Thundering Fury on Kazuha is you can, you can use 4-piece Thundering Fury with like, say a Hyperbloom team, like we're running here. And Kazuha can be used to be the one that triggers a lot of the electro reactions, essentially, and by swirling electro. So the team comps can be more restricted to get this to work properly, right? But the fun of it is that you can functionally simulate having C1 by getting reactions that reduce your skill cooldown on Kazuha, such that you can use your skill right after you use Kazuha's burst consistently, if you do it right. So you can functionally basically have the C1 Kazuha with 4-piece Thundering Fury without having C1 Kazuha. So you can do like a weird bloom build where Kazuha is the one triggering your blooms, for example. Your hyper blooms. You do full EM Thundering Fury Kazuha. As long as he's got enough ER to keep his stuff up. So it's mostly just a normal Kazuha build, but instead of 4-piece Fury, it has this 4-piece Thundering Fury. And then the team is just, you know, playing it right to balance the reactions. I can't remember exactly what the team members are ideal for it, but that are ideal for him. But ooh, Hyperbloom achievement. I'm surprised I didn't get that yet. I just swirled Hydro. Whoops. Just die. Please? I don't want to have... There we go. Okay. C1 Kazuha is your BFF. Or you can just use Sack Sword. That's fair. Yes, you can just use Sack Sword. But I don't know. I think doing something, some weird check with using Kazuha to trigger blooms is more interesting, personally. But yes, you can just use Sack Sword if you want to be boring. You need your Ning Wong to shine a bit. Ah, I see. Oh, in co-op. Okay, sure. I didn't even say we're doing co-op, by the way, but I guess maybe I am. I can probably pretty safely let at least 2 people in the co-op, but the only problem is we're grinding AR, right? So a lot of the quests I want to do for the AR grind are probably doable, but I don't know if all of them will be. Where are you?
Everyone hold hands. Let me amuse myself a little.
Our bond is strong.
Alright, should be our last resin. Yeah, these are some banger artifacts, I agree. Quality artifacts. Best ones I've seen in a long time. I mean, meh. I have a 30 CV Thundering Fury plus 2 EM rolls. I don't think I care about that one. I could potentially use extra ones. Would be the only logic of rolling it, maybe. But man, it's very meh. It's very meh. Yeah, I got nothing today. Nothing. Yeah, nothing. Alright, well, that's fine. Don't get good artifacts every day. How are your Hyperbloom hitting so hard? I don't know, I have 4-piece. I don't know, it's like most, if you're talking about the really big Hyperbloom numbers, this Kuki, when I'm not, abusing, like I wasn't using Nahita's or Kazuha's burst, or I was using Kazuha's burst there, I think. But I wasn't using them, like, I wasn't intentionally trying to maximize Hyperbloom damage there. So, but 20k I think is what I hit with 500 EM on 4-piece Thundering Fury here, I think. So if you're using 17k with a similar amount of EM on Kuki, again, it depends what set you're on. If you're on a Rainbow Artifact set, you're not getting, like, this is giving me bonus Hyperbloom damage from just 4-piece Thundering Fury. But, anywho's, yeah, you're probably not level 90 Kuki. The difference between level 80 and level 90 Hyperbloom is quite significant, so, that might be why. Throw away my garbage. Actually, I probably shouldn't throw that, just in case. Everything else I think is hot, Pooh Bear, trash, right? I mean, there's some of these that might be good in rare situations, but yeah. Garbage. 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 Ooh, okay. Finally, a feather that might be okay. I have gotten many a Thundering Fury feather that had double crit. And they have all let me down. So I honestly have very little hope for this one. I also don't have much fodder. But let's see. Give me a fourth line that's not trash. That's trash. Alright. Well, cool. This is probably not better than this feather. Almost surely not. This one has a really high amount of stat value. With the 3 ER rolls, 3 crit damage rolls, and 2 EM rolls. On most characters, as long as I don't really need the crit rate, I can assure you I'd probably prefer this feather. So, it's already kind of meh, but I'll level it up more. I don't think I have anything to trash into it that I'm willing to trash. Maybe this. This is kind of mid, but it's a good enough HP up. I don't want to throw it away, so. Yarp. Well, okay, yep. That's fine. I should throw this piece into it. No. I'm not that much of a bad lad. Are doing weapons only? Yes, I put weapons only in the thumbnail because the vast majority of the stream will be weapons only. Just finish out my main account quick. Polearms only will do very, very fast because I just need to do dailies and talent farming there. And hey, that's a max crit damage roll. Thank you, game. And then we'll be doing weapons only grinding. Oh, 20.2. Alright, well, it's rolling well. I guess this, all you gotta do is tell the game, like, I don't believe in the potential of this artifact, and the game's like, alright, here's some good rolls to prove me wrong. But it's gotta have at least one more crit roll for me to even consider keeping it, honestly. Well, there's a decent chance of that now. Let's not use all of those right away. Yeah, there we go. In case there's like a ×5 or something. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Now it's good enough that I'm going to keep it. It's going to let me. We all know though. This is the kind of artifact that lets you down right at the end. We all know. Let's just use all those and hope for a double, I guess. Classic. Classic. Okay. Well, wonderful. We all know this is what happens when I run into the situation of you need half of a level to be able to get it to 20. You spend 5 to 10 minutes. I'm sorry, I was gonna say we're gonna switch over to weapons only, whatever, but I didn't expect it to actually roll well. What happens though in this situation always is you go and spend 10 minutes getting buying whatever. Where's this lady? Yeah, like buying these artifacts from this lady, and then it's gonna roll. Yeah, it's gonna roll flat HP. But you know what? Hoyoverse, prove me wrong. I have zero faith in this artifact to roll 40 CV. But it can. It definitely can. Let's see. I'm gonna go to all the vendors, I think. I don't remember where the vendor in Sumeru is. Your Kuki has 800 EM. I guess I just leveled her to 90. Right now she's 81. Yeah, if your Kuki has 800 EM, she's hitting... Is she on a rainbow? If she's on a rainbow build and has 800 EM, I feel like she should still hit higher than 17k. Or sorry, if she's not on a rainbow build, like if you have like 4-piece Gilded or 4-piece Thundering Fury, it should still be higher than 800 or 18k. But yeah, definitely level to 90 if you're trying to get the most out of Kuki's Hyper Bloom damage. It's definitely worth it. There's arguments made even with like characters like Yelan who scale so heavily on HP. Like Yelan gets a lot of value leveling to 90, but if you're doing a Hyper Bloom team around Kuki, you get way more value out of leveling Kuki to 90 than you would like a Yelan to 90. So like that's the situation my brother's in right now. So I'm like, if you want to get good damage out of Kuki and do a Bloom team, if you have fun with it. So I told him to like mess around with a Hyper Bloom team with Kuki, because he has the artifacts for it. I was like, then you can focus on leveling Kuki to 90 if you find it fun, right? So if you know you already want to level it up, then I'd say yes. Kuki is one of the more valuable characters level to level 90 because of Hyper Bloom scaling. Where am I going? Inazuma. Also, I just realized I can use my transient resin, I guess. So maybe I'll just go do a few more artifact runs real quick. We'll see what I get though. So yes, sorry, I see a bunch of people are joining in. Sorry, I'm on my mana count real quick. I didn't mean to like bait you or anything. I just was trying to get my mana count out of the way real quick. But then the game has decided, nope, we're gonna give you a good artifact that you need to go grind up a few more artifact levels for to see how if it actually disappoints you or not. To be clear, it's still a good artifact already. It's 35 CV, but I insulted this artifact and said I had zero faith in it, and now it's trying to give me hope. Give me hope of actually being a relevant piece. Okay, let's go get these ones along the road real quick, and then I'm gonna maybe have to spend a little bit of resin, my condensed resin, or not condensed, that's only for Hyper Bloom though. The lawn is more versatile. Yes. I specified there, I believe I did specify there that, no, I don't think those slimes. I specified there that yes, if you're using Kuki for Hyper Bloom, like you want to maximize Kuki's damage, it's worth doing for Hyper Bloom. For Aggravate, not necessarily, because Aggravate Kuki is not honestly that crazy. It's fun, and I enjoy Aggravate Kuki the most. This Hyper Build Kuki I really enjoy. The reason like I'm fine with 50% crit rate is because like I just need most of the damage comes from Hyper Bloom anyways, so her EM is more important than her crit. If I wanted to actually make this into a proper Aggravate Kuki instead of like a hybrid build, all I do is I slap on this circlet on her, right? And then now she's got 71, 200, and now it's a proper Aggravate Kuki. But like, nah. I like the hybrid more personally. I find the hybrid a lot more fun. Plus, I get to use my cracked EM circlet on Thundering Fury. Oh, what am I doing? I already got those ones. You can buy 1 or 2 star artifacts. Yeah, that's what I just did. I just went and bought a few 2-star artifacts. And I'm going to collect these 1-star artifacts that are over here real quick, and see how much I get to, and then I might just use my transient resin. Which I wasn't planning on using, but you know what? Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. This is the only reason I don't like I have Candace in this team because of her infusion to trigger Polearms passive on Kuki. Only reason I kind of want to use Yelan in this team instead is just for overworld traversal. It's really nice just having her for overworld. But I'm enjoying this team too much to do that right now. It's worth the slight inconvenience of having to walk slightly slower. Also, Candace is used for mining rocks. That's a nice upside of Candace. And she gives stamina reduction from climbing, which is relevant, in my opinion. Alright, let's see how much we get. Let's see if this gets it to 20. Alright. I have full faith in Mahoya to let me down with this artifact. That's my expectation. Oh, this is probably not getting us to 20. Maybe. Oh, it's gonna be close. Oh my god, really? Oh no. God, no. Okay. Well, if we go find there, I know there's a dude in the bazaar, I think. I think there's a dude in bazaar that sells artifacts, but I don't remember where he is. Drink water quick. But yeah, I don't know. I'm confident this artifact's gonna let me down. There's no way. There's no way. The leeway vendor? Did I not go to the leeway vendor? I could have sworn I teleported to the leeway vendor. Did I teleport to leeway, start talking, and then not actually buy the artifacts from him? That's the kind of crap I do, so it wouldn't surprise me. Oh no, what did I just trigger? Why did they have lines? That scares me. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna leave. I feel like there's some kind of quest going on here, and I don't want to trigger it. There's an artifact spot in Dragon Spine also. Oh, yes, there is. I do remember that. I can go there, I guess. That should be enough. I did buy them. Oh, okay. I wasn't having a stroke. Oh, there's two in Leo. I didn't know there's two. Where's the second one? I'll go to the Dragon Spine one, because I think the Dragon Spine one, you just have to go through this area, I believe. That was the Nilu quest? Okay, yeah. As soon as they had a voice line, I was like, nope, this is now like Chernobyl. Get out of here.
Strange powder. It is fine like sand, but white as the clouds and cold as ice.
At the sigil shop. Oh, interesting. Okay. I'm going to go there then. I didn't know you could. I want to go there and just see, even if this is going to be enough artifacts, but... Yoink. That's not very many. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna go check. That might be enough still. But I'm gonna go check the sigil shop. Jewelry shop next to the thing. I'm getting scammed. Oh, it's so expensive for a percent level artifact. Yeah, I know. That's what I hate, because I do this crap. This crap happens all the time. I feel like Mahoya somehow perfectly balanced the artifact SP system to force you into the situation where, like, is it this lady or the lady next to it? So this lady doesn't sell it, right? No. Next to the diamond icon.
The Adventurers Guild.
What character? Anyone know what character is? Is there any Ayaka cons worth getting? Probably not. I would argue there's most constellations in this game are not worth getting. Is it this lady? Oh, it is. Okay, okay. She wasn't there initially. Oh, yeah. Well, sweet. Okay, good. I didn't know about this. Thank you. Wonderful. All right. Preparing for disappointment. All right. Disappointment in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guaranteed. God fucking do it. Ugh, game. Fuck yourself, game. Yeah, this artifact is getting thrown away into, like, as soon as I get another, as soon as I know you're like, oh, this is a really good artifact. Like, nah, I'm fishing for, like, better. Like, sorry, the reason is, right, stat value on this is, there's 1, 2, 3, unless I, like, right, yes. There could be, like, if I'm putting 4-piece Thundering Fury on Yolan, then I have an additional max roll HP percent and it's more relevant. But I didn't really jinx it. I said this was going to be crap, it was going to disappoint me from the very start. So I just knew this is what happens every time when you have to do this crap, when you go and spend 5 minutes getting an artifact at level 20. Every fucking time this happens. So it's still a good artifact, to be clear, right? This is like a 35 CV. It's got 5 rolls of stat value, right? So it has 3 rolls of crit damage and 2 rolls of crit rate as like a generic crit piece, right? Compared to this, which has 3 of crit damage, 3 into ER, and 2 of EM. This artifact, right, as long as I don't really need the extra crit rate on someone, this artifact is way better than this one. Like, way better on most characters that want Thundering Fury. So, like, I'll keep it as an extra one, but it's probably getting fed into, like, the first, like, if I get a 3-line, or sorry, if I get a 3 or 4-line piece that has double crit, and there's a third good line like an EM or an ER or an attack percent on there, I'm straight feeding that piece in. So, because it's stat value that matters, not crit value. Anywho, so the annoyance with like me getting pieces like that have 2 stats that are mostly dead, is like it just substantially lowers the chance it's useful unless it rolls really well into crit. And like if it rolled 40 CV, you know, it rolls well enough into crit that it's good enough to keep. But for what I'm looking for on this account, not really that useful to me. But I'll keep it for a while. It's okay. I just like it's not that good compared to my existing one unless I really need the crit rate. So, but it could have been nice to have as an option if it had actually been 40. But oh well. Mad Saluna? Yeah, I know. Hoodoo. Me getting mad. Alright, yeah, let's switch over. We're switching to weapons only very, very shortly. I just gotta go do Polearms only very quick. Polearms only, I promise, will only take a minute because we're not doing artifacts there. You still take it for Lisa? Yeah, I'm not saying it wouldn't work on certain characters, and like, especially if that hadn't been HP percent, right? There would have been use case for that for sure on like some HP scaling character that could use Thundering Fury, right? Like you can do Thundering Fury Yalan. That is a build of Yalan you can do. It's not exactly great in my opinion, but you can do it if you want to do Yalan skill more. It's like an interesting, fun build of Yalan. But it had to slap me in the face with the flat HP, and it's just like, ugh. I hate when it does that. I hate when freaking RNG Fs you with the very last roll that takes the most effort to get to. It's so annoying. So annoying. It goes so well, builds up your hope, and then lets you down at the very end. Oh well. Oh well. Please don't tell me you're still grinding. I think, oh, Sapphire probably messaged me because I accidentally left the game running all night again. So I just left the game running in the background of my computer all night, and I never noticed that my computer was like running abnormally loudly. Whoops. So, anyways, as you do. So yes, technically I was logged into this account the entire day yesterday, basically. But no, I was not still grinding Sapphire. Thankfully, I was not. Yeah, all we're doing here today. Oh, real quick. So for those that weren't part of yesterday's stream, yesterday's stream was just grinding for C1 Hu Tao, right? And we did get C1 Hu Tao, although we didn't whale. I didn't whale, but so basically it was it took like 5 hours to get a 10 pull. Did not get Hu Tao on that 10 pulls, right? So it's like, oh great, this is going to take literally 50 hours of grinding to do. And then I went on break for like 20 minutes to like eat and recuperate energy because like I was exhausted at that point, and you could tell by how I was talking in that stream at that point. Reinvigorated after came back from break, and then a little bit after that, you know, anonymous, hey, Genesis crystals pop up on the screen. Turns out I know who the anonymous donator is. And you know, want to know what happened? So I went downstairs on my break. I live with my brother. I went downstairs and I should go farm things while I'm doing this. I went and talked to my brother. I was like, well, yep, I don't know if you're watching the stream, but I just grinded for 5 hours for 110 pull and haven't gotten Hu Tao. So I was like, I just like kind of vented to him. I'm like, I think I'm going to lose my sanity trying to grind for C1 Hu Tao because it legitimately might take 50 hours of grinding. And then my brother, the kind soul he is, as a birthday present, because his birthday is also in a couple weeks, but my birthday is also in a couple weeks. We're not twins, but our birthdays are basically what? Fallen characters cannot be dispatched on expeditions, okay? My brother is the one that donated the $100 Genesis Crystal top-up to get Hu Tao as a birthday present, which is too much. I told him this. I was like, dude, $100 is too much for a present. So in a roundabout way, because of the nature of like the reciprocal nature of gift giving, means I probably am going to buy him a $100 present of some form. So in some sense, I bought my own C1 Hu Tao because that you could say, but you know what? I didn't have to make the decision to do it, and it saved me a lot of sanity. So it was honestly a very good birthday present. So thank you, Adam. thank you for the C1 Hu Tao is what I'll say. I'll get you something in return of hopefully similar value to C1 Hu Tao, which is to say something with no value. No. Anywho, so yes, it technically was not anonymous, and the timing of it makes sense because birthday present, brother is kind, and he did that. So now I just have to get him like a expensive gift in return. Oh yeah, I had to revive Kaching. Actually, you know what? Frick Kaching. I don't even care about reviving Kaching. Nobody needs you, Kaching. You would save me some time on these, but it basically doesn't matter. And I think the chat broke, so, you know, classic YouTube. Oh, yep. There we go, chat broke, okay. So, anywho. Yeah, it's kind of a whale Hu Tao by accident, but I didn't whale myself. I didn't decide to whale, okay? Okay. Most of the damage from our Hu Tao is not from C1 anyways, and the Homa isn't whaling. The Homa was we just saved for a long time and got lucky enough to be able to justify going for it. That's how we got Homa, realistically. Anyways. You do have such Christian names, I'm sorry, I had to say it. Yep, my family's definitely Christian. Neither me or my brother are, that's for sure. But yep, our family definitely is, so yeah. I don't care for my Christian name, that's all I can say. Anyway, well, what am I doing? Dailies. Get out of this, nobody cares. I was on Polearms only for frickin' enough yesterday. Get out of this dang account, we'll move to weapons only. So. Can't spell Adam without the W. Yeah, flip the M upside down. There you go. Could you maybe try Candace with Hu Tao if Candace's Hydra doesn't override Hu Tao's Pyro? Hu Tao's Pyro does override. Yeah, let me out. Hu Tao's Pyro does override Candace's Infusion. But the problem is Candace. I can test it quick. I'm gonna go do this here quick with this team, but then I'll swap Candace in instead of like Rosaria or whatever. And basically what you'll see is like I can consistently cheat out like a vaporize on like a charge attack kind of thing, like maybe two if I optimize it a little bit. Like I might be able to do something like do a charge attack without doing Hu Tao's skill first to get extra hydro on top of like the hydro application. And then particularly in AoE situations, if there's more than one enemy, I might be able to get multiple vaporizes out of Candace. But that's no different than like just being able to cheat out extra melts from Candace or Zarya's initial cryo stuff, right? Although jungling is the one that reacts with most of Rosaria's initial cryo. But anyways, my name is Matt, and so anyways, the point is, in my experience thus far, when I've been testing it, Candace unfortunately really doesn't really work with Hu Tao, but I'll show it here shortly. Oh, you didn't die?
Order guide you.
Yay. Okay. We get a 48k on a charge attack there? Oh, I guess we had Guoba Pyro Shred going. I was like, that was oddly high for a charge attack on Hu Tao without a reaction. I don't think that was reacted. So I think we got 48k because of Guoba's Pyro Shred from C1 on jungling. Would like C6 jungling, honestly. I've enjoyed using jungling with, you know, basically a mono Pyro Hu Tao team. That gets some incidental off-field damage from Rosaria and jungling, basically. So it's a more off-field damage focused Hu Tao rather than, you know, focusing full-on on Hu Tao's damage. And it works pretty well, honestly. But we'll hopefully try out Shenhe in the future. Alright, so we'll go fight this. I'll use Candace here. Oh yes, Friendship 3 with Hu Tao, wonderful. So I'll use Candace here just to show it off. Yeah, and I do have C6 Candace, right? So like the only potential extra thing would be like it's like, oh, right, C6 Candace's ability. When you do elemental damage to opponents using normal attacks, which obviously Hu Tao is doing, an attack wave will be unleashed that deals AoE Hydra damage equal to whatever, and this can trigger every 2.3 seconds, or whatever, right? So it's additional off-field Hydra that applies when you're attacking with Candace's infusion. Am I going to be triple crowning Hu Tao? Probably eventually, but I think I'm going to actually focus on crowning Zhang Ling's burst first, and then I'm going to crown Hu Tao's burst. So it's just like I've already had to farm this for freaking months for Yao Yao and for Hu Tao, and I'm gonna have to farm it for another month at least probably to be able to crown this burst and then also crown crown Zhang Ling's burst. Maybe not a full month to be clear, but like I still gotta farm this a lot more. And I should honestly, as far as like characters I should invest more in like, talent-wise, I should probably get like Zhao's talents to level 9 versus crowning Hu Tao's burst. But I kind of would like to just triple crown it, right? But anywho, Hu Tao stats, she's on 4-piece Crimson, 73, 237, 116. And yes, I know no EM. Remember, we're not really reacting on this Hu Tao. We don't have a Xing Cho. So we can occasionally react to him. I'm going for a nuke, so it's fun to have EM, of course. And for Overworld, I can actually get more value out of EM. But in consistent, like, long-term rotations, you don't get that much value out of Hu Tao in this account. Anyways, I'll just do... I won't use Zhang Ling here, obviously. So if I just do this, right? You can see there's a little bit of Hydra, and I can get a couple Vaporizes. But usually what happens is this enemy was too squishy. I might have to go test against Masanori. But usually what happens is... when you're doing, you know, Hu Tao's charge attack spam, right? And you end up applying a lot of pyro constantly, right, with every single charge attack, and then that quickly overtakes the Hydro. So you might get 1 or 2 charge attacks in, like I think I did there. But then, other than that, like the C6 Candace is not doing anything because you're going to have too much pyro. The C6 Candace, in my experience, was almost always just vaporizing because there was pyro applied to the enemy, right? So I was getting a vape on Candace's ability, which, meh, basically.
This is order.
So it's fine though, honestly, because Candace is more important, I think, both for fun and for really. It's a pyro slam. God freaking dang it. Candace is more fun in my opinion on Dendro teams with Yao Yao than she is with Hu Tao. So it's not the end of the world to not be able to get, you know, consistent vaporizers or even semi-consistent vaporizers from Candace and Hu Tao. Yeah, like I can obviously get consistent vaporizers in like Overworld here when everything dies in one hit anyways. But in long-term rotations, I really don't think it works, basically. You think that's better than Melt still? Maybe. But remember, the thing is, Rosaria is getting Melt damage. And like, Zhang Ling gets like a quick succession of hits of like 20 to 30k on this current Zhang Ling build. Zhang Ling gets like 20, 30k hits in quick succession from Rosaria Melts. And then Rosaria also buffs crit rate, right? So I can use Rosaria, I can do like Zhongli, then I do Rosaria skill burst, Zhangling EQ. I get the crit rate buff, so Zhangling has like 90% crit rate from Rosaria's buff. And then Hu Tao also functionally has 90% crit rate. Like, the buff of a 15% crit rate buff for your overall damage, like, average over time, through, like, long rotations, like when you're in Abyss fighting tanky enemies, is a lot of value. Like, that's a lot of average damage. You don't see that in numbers that are bigger. But the value of that crit rate, on top of the fact that there's a bit of, like, a decent bit of off-field damage from Rosaria, and it buffs, you know, a little bit of Zhangling's damage as well, I think the Rosaria is a lot better, personally. Even if I see slightly more vaporizes with Candace, right? Did I do the 3 already? Is there just 1? Okay. You're doing the same with weapons only as I did in your all today. You just got to AR45. Nice. Have fun artifact grinding. If you use Candace Burst on Hu Tao and started doing your pyro charge attacks and normal attacks, would you still proc Candace at C6? Or do you need to do hydro damage? You still proc Candace at C6, so I'll go test it against Masanori quick if you want to see it. But yeah, you have to do normal attacks specifically to do Candace's thing. So I haven't really tested how reliably, like, can I reliably trigger the C6 every 2.3 seconds by doing normal N1C on Hu Tao? I am not sure. We'll go try it against Masanori quick. I really haven't in-depth tried it. It was just like the vibe I got from it, having used Candace with Hu Tao and Overworld for about like 5 hours or so for grinding, when I initially grinded for C1 Hu Tao. But yeah, I feel like it's just a better combination of teams to do something like Hu Tao, Melt Rosaria with Zhonglang, and then do a Candace, Hybrid Bloom team or whatever other variation of a Dendro team that I feel like doing. In Abyss specifically. But we can go check how it works quick. There is potential value of also using Candace and Rosaria together for additional freezes with Hu Tao, of course. But I don't think that's valuable enough necessarily to do. Where am I going? Oh, I had to place a package. No. This is the one where I had to place 3 packages? Yeah, okay. This one's easier than I think this one's quicker than the one that you have to pick up the packages at least. But a benefit of using Hu Tao with Candace is that I get to use Candace. So I'm not gonna lie, I might legitimately just like do this team or this team but with Rosaria, because like Hu Tao, Candace, Rosaria, Zhongli is a nice overworld team, because in the nighttime I get Rosaria's movement speed boost, and then I couldn't tell there because of the charge attack movement. I couldn't really tell which one vaporized there. The Candace C6 triggered, and then one of the 2 vaporized. I couldn't really tell what happened though, because the shield was interfering with things as well, so that wasn't a particularly good test in my opinion. But anyways, it works-ish for some things, right? But I think I like using Rosaria a bit more, but I might stick to, Candace, Hu Tao, Rosaria, Zhongli for Overworld, just because, get stamina reduction for Candace. I could use Candace in Overworld, get the movement speed bonus from Rosaria, and then Hu Tao can charge attack spam for additional movement if I need, and of course just protection from Zhongli. It's a pretty nice, comfortable Overworld team, so I might actually stick with that in Overworld. Don't need to do that right now. Alright, and then we're just doing... Oh, we should claim my dailies.
Add Astro. Thank you for
What a dedicated Candies enjoy are. Exactly, yeah. I use Candace with Hu Tao, not because it works perfectly, but because I want to. So, anyways, we'll try. We'll just try it in here as well. Candace doesn't have a burst up. That's fine. Is the sound broken? Is that just you? Is there something wrong with the sound? I can turn on my audio monitoring. I haven't. Wait, 1 second. Actually, I don't remember where my audio monitoring setting is. Never mind. I'll wait for chat, I guess. If the sound is broken, let me know. Multiple people, and then I can try to look into it. I didn't change any sound settings, so it should be fine. Should be. Yeah.
I will have order. Gather.
I'm not probably dash dancing, obviously. Yeah, so you saw there, I think you probably saw there, where Candace's C6 triggered, but I already had done like 2 charge attacks with Hu Tao, so there's Pyro on it, and then Candace's C6 triggered, and it vaporized, right? And that was like me applying Pyro, oh, thank you, game. That was me applying Pyro slowly, because I wasn't properly even trying to dash cancel or get as many charge attacks in as possible, right? So, yeah. And in AoE situations where there's multiple enemies like this, it can actually be more valuable, because there's a situation where, like, it can be valuable, the argument we make when there's 2+, 3+ enemies at a time, because the AoE Hydro means, like, well, yes, the enemy I'm currently focusing on, I'm not going to get vaporizes on. The other ones are getting Hydro applied while I'm focusing on that one, potentially, and then I can move over to them and then, like, try to attack them. So, like, there might be some, like, play optimization where, like, I can switch between different enemies constantly to get, like, vaporize on him, and then, you know, it triggers the Hydro wave that applies Hydro again on the other ones that I just, like, stopped attacking. So I could, like, rotate between different enemies and try to, like, get vaporizes consistently by constantly rotating between enemies. But, like, and that could actually make a lot of use of C1 Hu Tao, maybe, now that I think about it, because I'd be able to justify that because I have extra stamina to do dashes and running to different enemies, potentially. But that's a pretty niche use case, I feel.
Stabilize.
Like, so. Oh, so that one actually applied in the Pyro, or Hydro. Yeah, so I think Candace's thing vaporized there again, right? So there's some potential goofy play optimization you could do to try to intentionally do it. Is kind of my thinking. Oh, great. Thanks for the minimum drops game. But right. Yeah. It's compared to, considering the downside on, like, the Abyss, particularly when I'm thinking about the Abyss, it's like, what team do I do in the Abyss then on the other side? Like, this could be a team I could do, I guess, if I'm doing Zhao on the other side or Sino on the other side. Like, if I want to do a Sino aggravate team, I could do Sino, you know, I maybe would want to put Toma here instead, but I could do, like, Sino, Yao Yao, Zhongli, Yun Jin, right, that team. And then Candace is now free to be used on this team, and I can try it out, potentially in Abyss. So I'm not saying I'm never going to do Candace with Hu Tao in Abyss, but I think the situations where the AoE is relevant is small enough that it's probably not worth doing. Should have been able to kill him.
Stabilize.
I think these enemies have a little bit of pyro resistance, so they're taking less damage, by the way, if I recall. Hey, more golds. Thank you, game. Appreciate it. The last time I farmed this, I think on Sunday, I got minimum drops like every single run, except for one run gave me 5 and 5 instead of 4 and 4. Yay, of the silver and brown. Hu Tao's charge attack sounds so satisfying. Yeah, I know. I really like how Hu Tao plays. I know some people don't like, because she's like so mechanical to try to optimize, but like, I don't know, it's like, you don't have to play her hyper mechanical. You don't have to play her with Zing Zhou. You can still work fine. You know, that was a good cancel. Just to say it was not one, basically. Okay, Brain, you gotta properly play. But anywho, I don't know, the fact that she's like, you can not worry about stamina management and just like schmack with attacks and just do a bunch of charge attacks, and Hu Tao can work well and do damage for like the average casual enjoyer of the game, is a good thing about her. And then she also has mechanical. Okay, we got good drops, minimum drops, good drops, minimum drops. Thanks, man. And then she has the potential, if you're really invested in trying to optimize how you play to get the most out of her, you can do that. So I don't personally think it's a downside to her. I think it's an upside. We're gonna heal her because I hate the deathmatch animation. I know it's not the animation for the deathmatch. I know it's the passive from Hu Tao. It's the same animation, so I call it a deathmatch animation. Anywho, what we really gotta try for Hu Tao to use a Candace is we gotta try Virgin Hu Tao. I'll try Virgin Hu Tao with the flop artifacts and see how that goes. Maybe, I don't know. Until we get Toma properly, like either with constellations or, oh yeah, I never like went and done. We're not distracted. I haven't crafted Cadane's Crossbeard yet, but anyways, point is, I need more investment in Toma to make Virgin worth on Toma properly, I think. Either with artifacts or constellations. Constellations would be the easiest thing. Alright, and craft all these. That actually might be enough for one more level. Yeah, that's enough for one more level on someone. Am I gonna do it right now? I think I might wait. I think I might wait until I can specifically crown either Hu Tao or Zhongling. I need 14 more of these, so I could probably do that this week. If I get 14 more golds, I can either finish crowning Hu Tao, or I can crown Zhongling. One of the two. But all aside later this week. For now, we donezo with this account. Okay. Would I ever get someone else to grind on this account like Heckman does? Probably not. I don't know. I just don't like the idea of it. Realistically, there's not much more grinding we'll have to do. Barring Shenhe coming in 3.5 for Polearms only. Barring Shenhe coming in 3.5, there's not much more grinding that will have to happen in Polearms only. It's just tedious things like events that are a little bit annoying. But like, I don't know. It's annoying having 3 accounts and having to do all this crap, but like, I'd rather, let me bring it back. I'd rather Mihoyo add a goddamn skip button than me having to feel the need to give someone else access to an account to go through monotonous bullshit for me. Like, I'm more than happy to do content on grinding myself personally. It just becomes a bit miserable when I have the idea to do something stupid like grinding for C1 Hu Tao. Kekvin and Saloon and Polearm only chaos win? I don't know. If you want to bother Kekvin about it, feel free. I'm down to do whatever with Kekvin. I don't know if we could have a Hu Tao competition. But the problem is he doesn't invest in anything. Kekvin like copies more like how Java the Cup does. So, you know, let me I'm gotta start recording, making sure I'm recording this because this might come into an edit video. I don't know. Kekvin like is more focused on the content and just creating more stuffs, right? And that's fine. I invest a lot more in like trying to properly build characters. I think that's probably pretty obvious, and so I don't know what like we could do. That's not just like, lol, my characters are doing a lot more damage. We could do our boss run again, I guess. I could try. It'd be funny to try to do like a boss run. I guess with Kekvin, and I'll just use Hu Tao the whole time. Have a character that has 1 HP the entire run. So, I don't know. Bother Kekvin though. Message him, be like, hey, I want to see more stupid crap from you and Saluna together, and we can try to do something. But I just don't have an idea, right? If I had an idea for what to do, I could make a video that either of us could do together, I would do it. But like, co-op in this game is not great, so it's hard to find ideas to do things in co-op together. What did I? What is this daily? What did he? Oh, this is the one where you gotta go talk to his wife. Yeah, it is. Okay. I don't need to do that. Just leave the tavern. G, you finished your French after like 26 hours. Nice, congrats. My YouTube chat broken again. God damn it! Why is YouTube goes intermittently and hasn't updated? Yep, there we go. Good lord. Yep. Okay. Freaking YouTube chat, man. You gotta fix your shit, YouTube. Like, it works reliably most of the time, but then like last 2 days now it's just been breaking randomly. It's just like, oh my god. So, anywho, Kekvin's got not too great artifact and build sense, so his Hu Tao probably won't be that great. Like, yeah. So, I don't know if I was still on Polearms only, I could have gone checked if he had his Hu Tao visible or something. But does he have a video out yet? I haven't, you know, bad supportive YouTuber friend or something. I haven't really checked his channel lately. I'm assuming he probably had like a summoning video up for Hu Tao at least, but I think I know he had a pre-farming video for Hu Tao, but I didn't watch that. Seen his account reviews and calls some incredibly mediocre, sometimes even downright bad builds, perfect builds. Yeah. No offense to him, I think he does a little bit too much clickbait. I try to do clicky titles. I don't even think I'm very good at them. I try to do clicky titles, right? Because clickbait, in my opinion, is where you bait someone into clicking and then, right, they don't get what they thought they were getting. Clicky titles are like, it makes people want to click them, and they're getting what the title is about. So, it feels like he definitely is more towards the bait end than the clicky end, personally. So I think he should do better at that, but I don't know. His channel is doing better than mine, so who am I to speak? No, I didn't want to use burst. Also, YouTube, freaking chat thing is still broken. It hasn't refreshed since I last refreshed it. Like, I'm not trying to be mean to him. So the Kekvin is just focused on different things. And like, people enjoy the game differently. You don't have to focus on artifacts, but my only real problem is he like presents himself in a way as like knowing what he's saying about certain things, with like things like build reviews and whatever. And then, you know, it's just like, I don't know, it feels like it's valueless content if you're not actually understanding artifacts and character builds that well. Let's see if YouTube's thing refreshes. If it doesn't auto refresh now, I'm gonna have to like close the window and manually refresh it. I've been manually refreshing chat and it just hasn't functioned. It just refreshes the chat and then I don't see anything new.
I'll protect us.
Try not to.
You're up.
Ow. You died when you farmed Pyro Flower for Hu Tao? Did he really? That's hilarious. Why? Did he not, like, go and check what Matt's Hu Tao used? He just thought it... Okay. That is hilarious. That's funny. And my YouTube channel is actually updating for once. Try 4-set Maiden Beloved. Yeah, that seems like a good set for Hu Tao. Oh, actually, for like the co-op? Oh, that'd be hilarious, doing 4-set Maidens for Hu Tao. Is that a justification for going back? Using an elemental burst skill or burst increases healing received by all party members by 20%. That'd be hilarious to do that on Hu Tao, honestly. I did get 2 DPS artifacts for Maiden's Beloved when I just went and farmed for frickin' Viridescent. I could potentially do 4-piece Maidens on Hu Tao. That could be a justification. Oh, that'd be a meme build. That could be a justification for going back and farming Viridescent and Maidens together on Polearms only though. That could be some stupid build I could do that like utilizes those, you know, annoying DPS Maidens pieces you get. That'd be hilarious. I might do that actually. That's really funny. Healer Hu Tao. Clearly Hu Tao issues meant to be built. It would be something to do with DPS Maiden pieces though, so I don't know. Once we finish our dailies here, I guess I forgot I should let people in. Once we finish our dailies here, I'm only gonna let 2 people in, okay? So I honestly, even 2 people, it makes it hard. Like, my Lisa is made to do Hyper Bloom, right? So if someone's not using Denjo, Lisa, yeah, I can get Electro Charge going, I guess, right? But like, yeah. Anyways, I'll let people in, but I'm only gonna let 2 people in so I can at least maintain some amount of my sanity for dealing damage to things. Oh, there's Sapphire. Oh. And Len. Alright, I think Len, I don't think I have you on the friends list. You've donated enough. I think you think you deserve to be on the friends list. Oh no, you are on the friends list. Never mind. Wait, did I just let 3 people in? I did. Well, okay. Well, I guess I let 3 people in. Whatever. I'm not gonna kick you out. I let 3 people in, so 3 people are in. God dang it, brain. Literally just saying I'm only gonna let 2 people in, and I let 3 people in. Brains are cool. Brains are cool. Your Kokomi's healing bonus circular rolled 17.1 crit rate subset. Nice. Nice. But hey, you could do a healing build in Kokomi that also has over 100% crit rate, so Kokomi can crit.
Blitz. Give up.
Wow, look how much damage. Wow. Look at the damage on Ningguang.
Give up.
I should be focused on grinding, but I want to look at Sapphire's Ningguang. You don't even showcase your Ningguang Sapphire. What? What? You want to show off your Ningguang? You don't even showcase it. What a Ningguang Ming are you? Do I have an Asia account? No, not right now. Maybe eventually.
Let's spark things up a little. Come a little closer.
I got enough in my hands right now with 3 freaking accounts though. Ow. I'll put her. You're gonna put her on. Okay, okay.
What do you think, cutie?
Len is playing Miku. What's wrong with Fire Zone? Fire Zone's great for charge shot damage, and that's it. Only thing she does good as far as I'm concerned. You play 4 accounts actively. It's the worst decision you've ever made. Yeah, that sounds like a terrible decision. I don't like playing 3 accounts, but at least I'm doing it for content. Oh, Hilly Trill. I do want to make sure I'm in. By the way, try to keep near me, guys. I want to make sure I get drops a little bit from like Hilly Trills and whatever. I kind of need them for leveling up characters.
When I practice my spells in weather like this, I can do half the work for double the impact.
Yeah, look at that Fire Zone damage. Also, I love the Viridescent Hunt. Like genuinely, if you want to do like a DPS charge shot Verazon, Viridescent Hunt, like its grouping ability is probably pretty nice. If we do DPS Verazon on this account, it'll probably, of course, not be with that because I don't plan to buy the battle pass. But we can try to do fun things with Akasumi Locker on Fire Zone potentially. So I'd love to have her. Okay, one more. Nope, that was it. All right, never mind. Okay. Resin-wise, one of those is your fault. Started a weapons account when you started when you saw my first video. Well, I mean, I guess it's my fault for making you make the account, but you're still the one that decided to make it, so I deny any responsibility. So we're at AR43. We'll get 500 once we claim our dailies here. I have some condensed resin from yesterday because I didn't feel like using it, and we of course can make one more. Actually, you know what we'll do? We'll do yeah, I think I'm safe to do this. Do that. And then I think we're gonna farm Blossias. So let's go fight. Do I want to use my condensed, or should I just like save 4 condensed or 5 condensed until the end of the week? No, I need the AR, so now we're gonna use it. I'll figure out what we use that on after we do bosses. Okay, let's do Dvalin quick. We're just gonna do the. Actually, I don't know. I don't really need Dvalin drops that badly, but I'm gonna do Dvalin, I guess. We'll do all 3. We'll do Dvalin, we'll do Andreas, and then we'll do Child. And then I'll let some new people in, I think, for using the resin. Books are painful to be farmed, to be fair. Blah, blah, blah. She's only level 70 because those berries make you hurt a lot. Alright, let's go. Oh wait, can I do this on my lonesome when people are in my world? Nope. Alright, never mind. Well, I'll do that after I kick you guys out. Oh, I forgot. Alright, let's go fight Wolfie. When he joined 3 times in the ship event Saloon was doing, you were Killer Mika. Oh, of course you were. Do. Infected rodent left the world. Oh, bye. Alright. Well, thanks for the help. I'm gonna wait for people, because, doing this boss without having my character is not fun, I don't think. Y'all basically gonna have to kill it for me. Also, Farozone is probably not ideal against this boss. So I'd recommend switching, Len. But you do you. If you want to do physical Farozone against Andreas, you know, that's your choice. Oh, you left because I thought you were doing Storm Terror? No, I was just going to do the bosses first, the co-op ones first, and then I was going to go back. Well, sorry, Infected Rodent.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Oh, I got 30k. Big damage. Look at the crystallized reaction going here. Amazing. Look at that. It protected me from 1 hit. Crystallized OP. Please nerf me. It made me not take damage for 1 hit. I think it's too strong. Personally. Just saying. Needs a big change. Way too strong. Broken reaction. Sarcasm, just in case it's not clear. Hey, Farozon's here to help. Wonderful. I'm sure she'll kill him much faster. Which weekly boss is the most annoying one to fight in my opinion? Probably... It depends on the state of your account and the characters you have. I think... probably Ajaha or no, oh wait, no, I forgot about frickin' Senora. No, it's Senora. I hate that lady. Such a dip to fight. I hate her. I think she's designed like trash. She's just not fun to fight against. Not difficult, just annoying as shit. Goofy, clunky mechanics in my opinion. And yeah, just not fun. Just not fun. So Senora. Child can be annoying because he moves too much, yeah. Wow. Wow. Quality. I think we're not going to level that up. Suffice to say. HP time Bs on instructors with ER is actually not bad. I don't know who's going to use it right now, but, you know, it exists. We'll take it. Quality artifacts. Wonderful. And we got a 4-star Gladiators piece. That actually might be more relevant than the 5-star. Never mind. Alright, next boss. Child. Andreas is annoying, yeah, because of the not convenient teleport, but I don't know. It's also like a... I've had to fight him the least out of, like, any boss for all of my accounts thus far, so I've not been that annoyed by him. But, yeah, he's definitely a little annoying. Oops. Noelle piece? That's true. It could be a kind of garbage Noelle piece.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse
I'm probably not going to build
Surrender is
Noelle
a
until I
valid
have like a
option.
claymore that makes me
I
want
promise
to build
I'll
her.
be gentle.
So like, if, I don't know, we get Dia's claymore for example. Also, I definitely should have eaten some food. Oh, I have Barbara. I totally forgot. I forgot we didn't have 4 players. Where did you go? Look at my damage. My gosh. Can't believe it.
You've got a trick or
Kind of a
two.
side effect of an EM build, I suppose.
Repeats its course.
25k. Wonderful. Yeah, I would love to try DPS Warzone. Not that you consistently get her burst back, even with DPS build, but she'd be more fun, I think, because she does have a charge shot reduction mechanic, right? So, I don't mind getting her at all, particularly now that we have Aqua.
Don't waste my... Surrender and be gentle.
You're in for a little shock.
Guys, the Crystallize is preventing me from taking damage. I really think it needs to be nerfed. Yay. Very difficile. Muy difícil. Should have taken Yayo instead. Yeah, I probably should have. Probably should have for the aggravates at least. Oh, with Dream Soul, thank you. That's my second one I've gotten. Wonderful. Ooh, a Pyro bonus on Berserkers with a crit stats. That's actually potentially okay, but we're getting into AR45 here, so that's this could be really good. So this is maybe, you know, not that relevant, but this is crit and EM though. That could actually be good for like a DPS Amber build. So yeah, I'll take that. I have so much faith in it that this piece compared to this piece is probably just worse. So honestly, it's down to however these two roll. But you know what? I have unlimited faith in you, game. Double. Whoops! I just clicked out the window. Double crit me.
I wonder when I'll be as tall
Times 5.
as my sister.
Good God, I didn't expect the times 5. Okay. Alright. Level crit damage rolled. That's something, and then added flat attack. So, not bad. I guess let's see what level 12 is. Why not? Cool. Alright, well, we'll leave it at that for now. I mean, hey, that exists. We can use it.
Dare to mess with me.
If that was crit rate, that would have been actually a really good piece already. I like that. New Alhaitham world boss? What are you talking about?
Don't waste my time.
World boss. Oh, the Weenut? Satek Weenut? Yeah, it's visually, it's fine. It's cool. I like it, but other than that, it's kind of So, all right. Thank you, Sapphire, Len, and Rodent. Let me go to single player real quick. I'm gonna go do Devalin on my lonesome, and then if it rolled crit copium, yeah, indeed, I know. And then we'll use the rest of our condensed resin with some new peoples. She should be up on your profile. All right, I'll check in a second. Weenut, yes. Yeah, Satek Weenut. Yeah, I don't know. I fought it once. It was like, hey, it's visually cool, but it seems more annoying in some ways. To be fair, I fought it on my Polearm only account first, I think. But it was, yeah, I don't know. It just has like, it's the same design as they have all the freaking bosses they're adding constantly. Where like, their general boss design is, what annoying mechanic can we do to make this boss invulnerable for a period of time to annoy the player? And like, add this mechanic where you do this element on this thingy to make it get knocked down for a period of time. And I was just like, it's getting real old, in my opinion. I don't think it's necessarily a terrible design idea fundamentally, but when you're doing on every god f***ing damn like boss, like, it gets a bit old. Especially when it shows up in Abyss and just wastes your time constantly. Like, Abyss being a time challenge, and then them constantly designing bosses that waste your time, pisses me off. Like, it's just stupid. It feels bad. So, yeah, it's easier in some ways in the Ruin server, and it's fair, but meh, basically. So, anyways, oh, let's not forget to claim our rewards.
Add Astra. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, we'll see how annoyed I get at him when he's actually in the Abyss, though. That'll be the actual test. Beat button. Yeah, I do have a beat button, so I can try to swear, you know, and not have YouTube murder me. Specifically demonetize. It's not murder, but it may as well be murder. 'Cause who would want to live without money? I did level 70, right? I hope so. So I am going to claim the rewards.
Let's dance.
Can I get her burst up? Oh boy, you are very close to not having her burst up. Nope. Yayo is just completely missing.
Come a little closer.
Can I not trigger Fav when he has his shield up? Oh, that's annoying as shit. Alright, well, I guess we are not one-cycling this.
Cool it.
Yep, it doesn't seem like we can trigger Favs. Okay. Do you think we'll ever get his third Zing Cho? Because I would like that. What we don't need in the game at this point for Hydro is not more Zing Chos. We want more AoE options, I think, is the main thing we want. Alright, well, let's see how this goes.
Freeze. Don't get frostbite.
Don't be scared. Go get him, Uruguay.
No. Yeah, if I had her burst up, we would have been fine. And there's Kokomi for AoE. Yeah. There's AoE options, but like, what we need is like, I don't know, like, I want the Hydro Archon. Well, Hydro Archon, my wish list for like Hydro Archon, they tend to make Hydro Archon support characters because support characters are better. Is an HP buffer, because we need an HP buffer, right? And, you know, an HP buffer that, like, on the scale, like, it's got to be like C4 Yelan in their base kit kind of thing, like 50% HP buff kind of thing. And other than that, I want her to do, like the Hilly Churl Rain effect. I jokingly mentioned that, like, a few streams ago, like, we need, like, the Hilly Churl Rain effect on a character. That would be ideal. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So like if her burst like does a Hilly Churl Rain effect or something, would be great.
Don't be scared.
Oh, die please. Oh mother F freaking dick. Hyper Blue and Devon is a little bit clunky with this team, to say the least. 6 euros for Farozon? No, is your mime? You still love her? Thanks. Yeah, hopefully we'll get her eventually. I would really like to, genuinely, I would really like to try DPS Farozon with the Aqua Simulacra. Having a stroke, sorry. Stop outdoing me. Well, you just gotta catch up, Sans. You only have yourself to blame. Oh, I thought I just yeeted Uruguay off the cliff. Oh, that's funny. Overkilled him and he just instantly died. That's also the first time I've seen that happen. Alright, that was great. He just collapses in an instant and like, ugh. Alright, oh my gosh, another freaking piece for Amber potentially. What a world. Oh, this one really has to roll crit damage. The HP doesn't exactly do much for us. But, you know what, Wander's True Piece is what we want. Also, Dream Solvent's pretty nice. So, come on, let's get another good Amber piece today. The flower was meh, but okay. It could be more than okay, depending on what's at level 20, but we won't know for a while. But let's see. I'll let people's in a second. Let's see what level 4 gives us. I have a dream, and that dream is a double crit with ER. Could be a beautiful, beautiful piece. Unexpected to get actually potentially okay pieces. Come on, game. This is the account I want the artifact luck on. Because this is the account that needs artifacts. Come on. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna throw it away yet. It's a 5-star feather. It has crit and ER. It's fine. You know, we could slap this on Amber, slap that on Amber, and then if we get an attack percent timepiece and a circlet or whatever that's not this one, we could make it work, but like, meh. Alright. I'm gonna go look at Ning Wong real quick from Sapphire. And I'll let people's in. There's Ning Wong. 1800 attack. I think he had Lost Prayer I saw. Yep, Lost Prayer. Is it level 80 yet? No, it is. Or level 90. Yeah, it is. 66, 199. A little bit of sad crit rate, but understandable, I suppose. ER does, exists. I don't know what her ER requirements are at all, but, Did you do 2 Archaic, 2 Shime? Okay. Off-piece circlet, huh? Interesting. We'll check the flower and feather first. Very good. Nice, nice. A little bit of low rolls, I think, in the crit damage, because this was, I think, a 3-line. Right, so this was a 3-line that entirely rolled into crit damage, but it low rolled. So I think a high roll average for this many crit damage rolls should have been 35, and then it would have been a 40. So this would have been a 40 if it was higher rolls, but that barely matters with this kind of artifact. So very good piece. Feather, pretty good. A little bit of sad defense rolls there, but not bad at all. And that's probably the easiest one you could improve in the future, especially since it's Shimenawa. Timepiece is also pretty good. Also, all the defense percent. What's your defense stat? Only 821. That's probably all your defense stats then. But anyways, pretty good piece though. Better than my piece I have on Zhao. Well, I mean, yeah, it's better than my piece I have on Zhao on my Polearm account. Goblet all checks. Onset. Crit damage, attack percent geo. It's onset, this is better than you might give it credit. Some people might give it credit for. The value of onset goblets, even if they're like really bad. My brother got a Hydra damage goblet on Emblem that we put on Yelan today. And it added 1 crit damage roll and 3 garbage rolls, and it did not have a single additional roll on crit damage, but it still made his build better because of the fact that it was an onset goblet and he had better off pieces that he could use for a timepiece because of it, right? So it was still an upgrade for his Yelan, even though it was copium as heck, right? So this is actually could be really good depending on how much value you get from your off piece, which is a decent amount. It's got obviously crit rate, but it's got a bunch of dead stats. So honestly, I would have expected better. I know like the crit value is really juicy on this circlet, but I would have expected more general stat value for a circlet. So your Ning Wong is very good, Sapphire, but you can do better. Ning Wong deserves better, even. I'm joking a little bit, but you got actually a number of ways to improve it, in my opinion. But I don't blame you for not specifically speccing into trying to farm 500, artifacts for that specifically. Oh, Ray, so sorry. You're so close, but so far. Alright, Sylveon also doing Lisa. We're getting to the point, by the way, I think at AR... I don't know. I think I might abandon the enforcing 4 stars idea, but Wander is probably still banned. Well, I don't know. I don't really want to enforce 5 or 4 star characters. I think it'd be more fun, but I also don't feel like constantly telling people to use 4 star characters. So, anyways, what are we? I was like, what are we doing? Resin, and then we're doing quests. So basically, the way the AR is turning out, by the way. So now we got what this is Tuesday, so 4 days worth of dailies until Saturday when I want to start doing artifact grinding on stream and on Saturday's stream. So we want to get I think it's like 15,000 XP to AR45. So our dailies will obviously easily get us past AR44, and then we need to get approximately, I'm just gonna say 12 to 14,000 XP in like quests and whatever. What the most efficient thing to do for that is, I don't know. It might legitimately be the fastest to do like character story quests, but I have a limited number of those I can do because I haven't bothered claiming any of my keys. But I think my plan is to clean up all these like little quests, right? And try to, like, this one's not exactly little. Actually, this one doesn't take that long. But any quest that I can try to get done that give me AR, and if they give Primo Gems, that's nice as well. But there's a million quests I haven't accepted, like around Monster or whatever, that I can try to do as well. And apparently 100 quests I can't do in co-op mode, but oh well. That's why I was saying this might not be a co-op stream, but we'll at least stick to co-op until we do our resin here. So we'll see where we're at, but with the daily stuff, I don't think it should be that hard to get to AR45.
Looks like
And like, there's stuff like this, right? Like, I can try to do the crane returns in the wind. I only this is not my goal. I only started the first little bit of it because the game forced me to. This will give me 1,000 AR alone, probably more. So I'll probably just focus on doing more of the main quests here, either the Inazuma and the crane returns in the wind, because those give probably the most AR per time invested, I'm guessing. Plus, you know, it'd be nice to complete more because of that thing with the next patch giving wishes for completing Archon quests. So, anyways, let's use our resin. We have 5 condensed. Yeah, we have 5 condensed. Let's use our resin on. We also have a little bit left here too. We gotta use, but I'll probably wait until we get 40.
No good
Just
for
turn it into a
going
condensed
out.
resin later.
Did I say that yesterday as well?
You flex your child. Your name's Potato. Shortly here, I'm going to have on my Discord a unit review request page that you can submit things in, because I might turn that into actual video content. Basically, I'm copying Kekfin, but hopefully I can actually judge people's builds better. I said I wasn't purposely slandering Kekfin, and then here I go slandering Kekfin just for the funs of it. My bad. There's too much of a Yaimiko in me. I like messing with people. So, anywho's, what do we spending our resin on? God dang it. I kind of want to just do artifacts, even though we're not guaranteed 5-star artifacts. Let's do. Talent materials. What do you need? I got a lot of yours. Okay, but you other characters need yours, I think, right? Yeah, you also use ballad. Oh, this I can't even do this today. Actually, it's Tuesday, so never mind. That doesn't matter. I don't care about you. You I could do today, but actually, I guess I might farm Yayo's boss. I maybe should have farmed Yayo's boss instead of what I did, but that's fine. I can farm Yayo's boss tomorrow. Barbara, I'm not going to worry about sending anytime soon. Bennett, I think I already have enough boss drops for. I have a bunch extra for Bennett, and I just need to farm some monster drops and whatever. Actually, Bennett, we can just ascend right now. I guess I may as well send Bennett. I didn't realize I had all the materials for it.
Wow.
Yay.
Check out all this power.
You're welcome. Okay, as Bennett ascended, we are not going to worry about his next ascension for a while here. And Amber Weekend, if we just get more of this garbage, that's fine. We'll do that later. And anyone else is, we're not really going to prioritize right now at this exact moment. So, talent materials. You take freedom, okay, and that I can't do either. All right, well. And you take resistance. This one I could do today. Okay. I don't think I really need to do this right now, though. So,
Why not keep me company for a while?
I'm leaning towards artifacts,
There'll
honestly.
be plenty of time for work.
Maybe
later.
should do ley lines, though.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
The Kekfin slander is not me trying to be mean, it's just me trying to be a troll. I guess weapons, I forgot about those. Can't do that one. This one probably doesn't matter. Can do this one, but I think I have a bunch of the lower material anyway, so I could probably ascend this if I need to. This is the same as the other one. This one I don't think I can do. Nope, okay. Well. And Aqua we have enough of the weapon essential materials to level it to 80. I already know that. I just need to do more of the chasm stuff. So. Well, I'm still leaning towards artifacts, actually. Artifacts or ley lines? Actually, Deepwood and Gilded, they're the most beneficial. That's fair. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Actually, yeah. Even as 4 stars, Deepwood and Gilded are definitely the most beneficial. So let's do that. Yay, level 46. And claim this, whatever this was. Oh, we got a pyro. Okay, nice. Free artifact XP. I'll take it. Thanks, game. Fine. Let's go to Gilded. Just want to remind me to go to my teapot later to claim this crap. Sumeru.
Today's no good for going out.
Plus, if we get lucky here, and get like a 5-star EM pieces or something, that could save us a bunch of resin in the future. When we get to AR45 is my thinking. Alright, I think I have to let Sylveon use her Lisa, so. Yeah, there's an argument made because of how many characters I need to level up. I should probably just do like more or ley lines instead, to be honest. But artifacts. Yeah. Alright, I will use Yao Yao. So Lisa can get some aggravates. Oh, we have Alhaitham too, but fine. I'll battery Alhaitham. We'll get some bloomies and some hybrid bloomies and some aggravates. It'll be a wonderful world. Oh wait, yeah, we'll get aggravates, yeah. Well, Kaza, sure.
The scribe's work is simple. Just
Yeah, I respect Kekfin, to be clear, for like his content grind quite a lot. He does a lot better at like putting out consistent content, I feel. To say the least. So he's probably a better YouTuber than me. But I'd like to think I'm a better Genshin player than him at least.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
quicker.
What? He's alive. This domain is more annoying at level 70. Or at level 80. Whatever this is. Like, there's more enemies that are spawned at lower levels. Why? Why, Mahoyo? Why you make this more annoying? It's an easy domain still, to be clear, but it's just funny. Oh. That's a weird artifact. I mean, I'll keep it. Like, it's 4 crit rate, a max roll EM, and an ER roll. I mean, and there's a world in which, like, right, I throw this on Lisa. If it rolls heavily EM, or honestly even like heavily ER, or heavily crit rate, anything that's not defense, and it rolls heavily into one stat, that's a useful piece. I probably should check the Deepwood pieces too, the 4-star Deepwood pieces. And right, like it could be like if it rolls heavily EM, it's a temporary piece for Lisa until we get like full EM for hybrid blooms or whatever, or it could even still be used for a weird hybrid build. That's a weird piece, probably not useful long term, but I'll take it. It is potentially useful, at least. It's better than not potentially useful. Yeah, I agree. 8 trash artifacts is way better than ley lines. I hate spending resin on ley lines. We'll inevitably have to spend a bit of resin on ley lines on this account. I think that's just like the nature of free to play. They kind of force you to have to do that if you're building a bunch of characters. But that should not be something we have to do a lot in the long term. Check, make sure YouTube chat is either slowed down or is broke. No, you guys just slow down. Alright, whatever, that's fine. Or it completely broke, because it did not even show anything when I refreshed. Alright, yeah, depot pieces. Attack percent, meh. HP percent, or HP flower, it's a flower, whatever. I don't know, we could force 4-piece depot on Yaya, potentially. Actually, we can probably do that. It'd be worth doing. Can we see that Al-Haytham build? On this person's Al-Haytham? Sure, I guess. I can check Slayer's Al-Haytham. No, oh, I can't check now. Okay, well, hopefully I remember to check after we're done here. The chatters are in co-op. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I guess that happens. I shouldn't let people in co-op, so my chatter's active. But this is the opportunity for all of you who don't normally chat to chat now. Get your messages, the things you're dying to ask me, because I'm such an interesting person. Yeah, I'm joking, obviously. I don't mind when chat is slow. It's nice and chill. And no 5-star, sad. And no EM, no EM. Electro bonus, okay. Sure. Yeah. Okay. The chance of doing a forcing 4-piece depot on Yayo is slowly dying. But hey, I don't know. Maybe I'll put Electro bonus on Yaoya. Honestly, it might be worth it to just force 4-piece depot right now. Do I sleep with my eyes open? Not as far as I'm aware. I've never looked at myself while sleeping though, so, you know, couldn't tell you. No, because when you chat you lose money. Well, I like when you lose money, Len.
You're in for a little blitz.
You're dealing with your cat. What's your cat doing? Just being a cat? Like sitting on your keyboard kind of thing? Come on, you gotta give me like one more 5-star artifact game. Oh, okay. I mean, this is a 4-star healing bonus circle. That's actually kind of nice for Yayo. I wouldn't mind increasing her healing. And it has crit on it. It can actually enable Favonius. So, legitimately, we might end up using this for a while on Yayo. Yeah, the Gilded Dreams leave some to be desired. And getting, you know, a single more 5-star artifact would be nice as well. I feel like this level, like, of domain, for how difficult it is, particularly when the only time you do this level of domain, right, is when you're in that awkward middle ground of, like, this AR level, right, where you're not at AR45 yet. You just want some more artifacts for your characters. And most new players of the game, like, they're newish and they don't understand artifacts that well yet. Like, can you really behoove us, Mihoyo, to be a little bit more generous with this tier of artifact domain? I don't know what the stat is. Based on our luck here, I'm guessing it's like a 25% chance or so to get a 5-star artifact. And that's really lame. When the next tier at AR45 guarantees getting 2 per condensed resin. It's dumb. It just seems silly how low the rates are for this tier. It's like, why does this tier exist at all if it's going to give such garbage rates on artifacts? And yay, no more. Hey, it's got ER, that's something. Can we force 4-piece deepwood? Let's see. Do you have long hair? Do you tie your hair when you want to go to sleep? Honestly, I probably should. Do I have pets? I mean, my brother's cat is kind of my pet. So, kind of. I have had pets in the past. I've had pet snakes in the past. But yeah, I should honestly probably tie my hair before I go to sleep. That might be actually nice. Funnily enough, I've never... Thank you for the chest, I suppose. I've never considered doing such a thing.
No pain, no gain.
Let me check out those Slayer's thing here because someone wanted to see it in chat. I'm not going to review it, but I'll see it. 1200 attack, 470 EM. That's pretty healthy. Ooh, and you have... Ooh, okay. And you have a good bit of ER. That's actually impressive. I didn't see what your crit stats were yet, though. 64, 138, 143. I assume you're running an EM weapon. Nice Iron Sting. I feel like if you have the event weapon, I think the event weapon's a bit better on him, but it's the same EM stat, so it's not like it's gonna be a crazy increase or anything. But yeah, this is a pretty well balanced. I'll hit them, like legitimately, yeah. Like you got a good amount of ER, you got the right amount of EM, like you got a good decent crit ratio. Like could be better, obviously, but at this point, I imagine you probably have a pretty high stat value on most of your artifacts, and like yeah, you're trying to like get like ideally that would be, you know, into crit rolls or whatever, right? Ideally that would be crit rolls or other like EM stats, right? This is a really freaking good EM timepiece. This is a pretty good onset goblet for sure. Like a really freaking good onset goblet for Al-Haytham especially. And this is really good as well. So like improving your Al-Haytham, on the upside, if you do want to improve your Al-Haytham Slayer, it's on the flower and the feather is where you can get the easiest improvements on. So that's potentially the easiest ones to improve. But we're talking like getting slightly better. You know, they're talking about, you know, getting 4-line artifacts that roll heavily into crit kind of thing. So it's not easy to improve a build past this point. This is a really, really well balanced Al-Haytham. It might not be hitting like the most insane numbers for an Al-Haytham or something.
No good for going
That's a
out.
very, very good Al-Haytham.
Did I say that yesterday as well?
Your build would be ruined without that, yeah. I'm not saying that you should necessarily invest in it, but if you're like really invested in Al-Haytham, and plus because of the fact you might be farming more gilded anyways, it could be worth doing. But your Al-Haytham is genuinely a really, really well balanced Al-Haytham. So I personally, like with your Al-Haytham at that point, that's not a build I would like focus on improving anymore unless you're like hyper invested in like trying to perfect him, right? Like if you're trying to hit that like perfectly balanced ratio where you're at like 70 crit rate, 150 crit damage just like for your own satisfaction, you might be able to go for it, but it's not going to be easy to do. So you basically just start asking for cracked flowers and feathers from Gilded at this point to do that. So yeah. Anywho, let's check Yao Yao quick. You didn't even know what an artifact was before AR45? Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, why are they so stingy when people like barely even know the value of it anyways at that point? But you know, it's just like overly stingy for the 5-star artifacts at this level. But hey, the one we got could be maybe okay, maybe. I think all of our Gilded Dreams 4-star pieces are kind of trash. Yeah. And this one is maybe a bad one we could use. And same thing for the other of those, but I don't really care about Gilded, I guess. Let's go to Yao Yao though. Artifacts.
It's nearly time for
So we would probably use this one. It has ER. And then this one has crit rate. This one has HP. We'd use the crit rate one for Fav. And then we probably want to stick with this as an off piece ideally, but we'll see, because yeah, attack timepiece isn't exactly ideal. We can force 4-piece with this, I guess. It wouldn't be the end of the world. I currently have a level 0 HP goblin on her, so it wouldn't really be that much of a downgrade. And then we can do that healing bonus circle I got. So honestly, not that bad. Would want like an HP goblet or, yeah, an HP goblet, but it's fine. We're just not going to level it up right now. That should increase our Hyper Bloom damage a meaningful amount. So that's honestly a decent upgrade. So I think that was worth it. You asked to see what your item, but you don't have a timepiece. Okay, you have a copium timepiece. That's relatable. For EM timepieces, you might want to use an attack percent timepiece instead. On your Al-Haytham. Al-Haytham is like he has dual scaling, right? So if you have an attack percent, EM is ideal. EM timepiece is ideal on Al-Haytham. Assuming like equivalent substats or whatever. But if your EM timepieces are really, really bad for Al-Haytham, and you have a good attack percent timepiece, then use the better attack percent timepiece. The substat value can outweigh the value of the main stat, especially for Al-Haytham. But you gotta try it out. Depends on your artifacts. You check out his Raiden. Who's Raiden? Slayers? wrong button. We're not making good progress in grinding today. This is just a normal stream thus far for me. I'm getting distracted. Yeah. 20k HP, 82 EM. Okay, this is a traditional Raiden build. The catch. Emblem. Alright. Looks like a Raiden build. Yeah, that's a pretty strong Raiden build. That's a very, very strong Raiden build, actually. Like, actually kind of disgusting, genuinely.
As well.
Like, I don't even want to look at your artifacts. They're just going to make me mad, honestly. Like, yeah, just like, yeah, screw you. Like, this is, really? This is like a 49 CV with 2 other stats. This is a 0 dead stat, 49 CV piece. Go F yourself. Not 0 dead stat on Raiden, to be clear. I would use this on like jungling or something instead, but especially because you actually, because the catch is giving you extra crit rate, like you're at like 86% crit rate on Raiden. This is disgusting. That's disgusting. This is also extraordinarily good. That's the worst piece you have, but it's still extraordinarily good. It has a lot of attack percent on it. This is a very, very good type piece. And that's disgusting as well for Raiden. Yeah, just go screw yourself, is what I can say. I freaking hate Emblem. I have such garbage luck in Emblem. Those are ridiculous Emblem pieces. Oh my god. Alright. Anyways, good Raiden build, Slayer. But also Hyperbloom. You know what I will say to rub it into your face, Slayer? Hyperbloom Raiden is still stronger. Anywho, let's go questing now. I think I'm gonna exit co-op because lots of the things require not co-op anyways. I think I'm just gonna focus on the main quest. Although we're gonna do the I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I'm not in the mood to do the Chasm quest that much. I want to because I need to like start farming a little bit for the other stuff. But I think I'm just going to do story quests because it's more mindless right now. I think I just don't have the focus to actually try to like do the Chasm quest. It takes slightly more focus to do whatever the puzzles are and do combat in that one. Can you send you a friend request on this account? Oh, do I not have you a friend on this account, Zab? Yeah. You're a member. I'll definitely add you to the friends list, so feel free to send those friend requests, although you probably won't appear because it's full. So instead, Zab, if you just want to put your UID in, so make sure you type out UID, otherwise it probably won't appear. And then I can manually add you here. Whoop, hello. Upside of the Chasm quest is Perilous Trail. Oh yeah, to be fair. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. We'll do the Chasm quest, but I think I want to do the what's it called? Crane Returns in the Wind, the Shenhe quest first. Because get that out of the way. And then I'll decide what I want to do. Because I don't think Crane Returns in the Wind will take that long to do. So do the Crane Returns in the Wind. Which I got all these freaking quests to do, but these ones give slightly less AR, so I'm not going to focus on those. Unless they force me to. I'll do Crane Returns in the Wind, it gives a crap ton of AR, and then I'll do... and then I think I'll go to the Chasm quest most likely. Because that can then unlock doing like Perilous Trail, which can give a bunch of EM, or AR. And then maybe I can do, I don't know. It might be sort of just do like Crane Returns in the Wind and then the Inazuma quest, but we'll see how much AR I get from Crane Returns in the Wind. Okay, let me add you quick. Do 716122121. There you go. And Molong, add friend. There you go. Thank you, Zab. Thank you for being a member. Your Raiden is 50 crit, 179 crit damage, and 2 extra CER. That's not too bad. Obviously, a little heavy in the crit damage there, but with the catch, that's really not that bad. It's pretty good. It's hard to balance your freaking stats on an emblem build in Raiden. What am I doing? Oh yeah, you guys gotta co-op. Thank you, Sylveon. Thank you, Slayer. Thank you, Killer. You were here before. We're gonna do Crane Returns in the Wind. See how much AR we get from that, and then I can, because the AR from Crane Returns in the Wind, I imagine, Hopefully, well, maybe not. It might put us at AR44. We'll see. But once we get to AR44, then I can just, because I get like, what, 2,200 AR per day. So, with Saturday's dailies, right, that'll be like 8,000 AR after AR44. So then I can figure out how much AR I need after we get to AR44 and with dailies and whatever. I've got to get there first. So I just going to do crane returns the win quick. See how close we get to AR44, and then we'll do whatever after that.
Afternoon tea.
Already 2 hours on the stream, by the way. Good lord. So like I was saying, we're going to do the chasm quest to start. Actually, no. I'm going to do... I think Inazuma quest is smarter. I don't want to have to do the Zingcho quest. Can I do Perilous Trail without beating all of Inazuma and doing like 5 character story quests first? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, we're definitely not doing the Perilous Trail anytime soon then. I think this is smarter for like the quickest AR. So I think I'm going to do that. We're grinding AR. I know it's not exciting. The chasm stuff is like, yeah, I need to do more of that, but like, I don't know. If I need a break from the Inazuma quest, I'll go do chasm stuff. That's my thinking. So let's go and buy our get our currency real quick. Hello Tanish, I missed your hello.
Maybe.
Welcome to the stream. I like how less people are viewing now when I started weapons only for a bit. When people were asking, "Oh, what do you do with weapons only?" and then people leave. It's just amusing to me. It's fine. It's just funny. I expected lower viewers and slightly lower viewers in the weekday streams, anyways. Okay. Inazuma time. Wait, where's the quest? Oh, freaking god. I love that, yeah, it puts you in a freaking co-op mode when you go in the goddamn T-Bot. What? Oh, I had to exit the T-Bot, man. God freaking... Oh, this game. Oh, this game. Oh, sorry, I'm just going to turn off the co-op things, because we're not going to be able to co-op, at least while we're doing Inazuma quests. Alright. There we go. Let's get mosey on along and do this. See how long it takes us to get to 44, and then we can actually calculate how much I need to get to 45, finally. I'm trying to make a decision if I want to let myself be distracted by exploration things. I think the answer is yes. Well, that one I don't think I can do. So that one's fine. But yeah, I think I will let myself be distracted by things like these or whatever. Because building up a supply of sigils would be nice.
Let's spot him. Let the show begin.
I didn't see what my Hyper Bloom damage is now. I was getting 13k before without Deepwood, so I should actually try to see what I'm getting with Deepwood now.
This is the kind of surprise I could sing about.
You're gonna play Hogwarts Legacy? Legacy, you don't support J.K. Rowling, but a huge Harry Potter fan and you love the game. Wasn't intending to. It seems like an interesting game. My friends have played it a bit. I'm kind of busy with other games right now, like Elden Ring, and I've been meaning to play God of War, Ragnarok, and a few other games. I don't plan to, unless people really want to see content from it, but I probably have to watch some of it, more of it, to get more of a personal interest in doing it. Seemed like a pretty big game to get into. Yeah, like probably a 50-ish hour time investment, I imagine. my favorite character. I talked about it before. I don't know if I even really would say I have a favorite character anymore. As far as like my favorite, if you narrow it down a little bit more, I can start giving you more favorites. But like if you start being specific, but just making a general like thing of like favorite character, like it's really hard to specifically say favorite character. I'd say a list of my favorites would include like Candace, Kuki, Yaimiko, Samurai Storm Chasers Part 1. No, I don't want to do... Okay, well, I guess I'll start the Samurai Storm Chasers thing. I am forgetting important characters. Kazuha is really fun. Who else? Some other characters. Hu Tao I quite like as a character. You know, there's a lot of characters I really like. There's like balance of character design. My favorite ones, like as far as like character and kit, as far as enjoying to play them, and their personality, like Hu Tao and Yaimiko probably. Yelan is also really fun to play, but I've kind of gotten sick of her since I've had her C6. I really wish I didn't have her C6. I don't like it. Favorite region? Inazuma still probably. Catherine Inazuma. Great. Where did the Archon quest go? Samurai Storm Chasers we could do. I'm not going to prioritize doing that one right now. It's not that long of one, so it might be worth doing, but... oh, the tea house. Yes. Hello. Need this weapon banner to go away. Your gambling addiction starting to act up. You finally saved it. I finally saved up more than 3 wishes. I mean, just go watch my banner video calling this weapon banner kind of overrated and bad. It was more an illustration of why weapon banners in general are still bad, even if this weapon banner is better than other weapon banners. But yeah, if you want something specific from this weapon banner,
Who forgot their
it probably is not worth doing.
Relax, huh?
Now that you mention it, this stuff.
All right.
Hey, I woke up early because I had an appointment to go get my passport
I've had some time
submitted.
to kill, given that I've been waiting here. So
Which
I came up with
the appointment was
but
easy,
it
didn't take
helped
very
us to-
long. As far as like bureaucratic
Sorry, but I
appointments for getting like
overdid my
identification goes,
You've often-
it was
naturally,
a
this
pretty
a
easy
long
one. It
time
was
ago,
substantially
we had
easier
a
getting my
friend.
passport than it was getting my
His
freaking
light
driver's
still
license,
burns
which
all the
is
more
stupid.
brightly. Yes, but before that, I would
When
like you
I
to
moved back to Minnesota, because I woke up a little bit early because of that, and then I ate a little bit early because of that, and annoyingly, I'm not getting hungry while I'm on stream here. I'm just like, it hasn't even been that long since I've eaten, but now the times I've eaten are different, so my stomach feels grumbly, and it's just like, stomach, why are you so dumb? Why are you so dumb? I should go grab the chest that's here. A beetle. Have I finished the R&R request on any of my accounts? No. I have not.
What's the hurry?
If any account is going to be the first one to finish it, it's probably going to be weapons only, because since we're keeping this free to play, since we're keeping it free to play, we're going to have to focus a bit more on grinding overtime, methinks, especially if especially with next patch being like Staff of Scarlet Sands Dia's weapon banner, and the potential for there being like an Albedo with J Cutter rerun is that's all I can say. That one we might be grinding a lot, but we'll see. And if there's Dia's weapon and Staff of Scarlet Sands together, and we get Staff of Scarlet Sands from the banner,
So you've already heard
we'll
of the
probably
vision
just
hunt
stop on the
decree.
banner.
Before I tried, as for Inazuma,
Dia's banner,
Raiden
Dia's
Shogun
weapon would be
the
cool, but it depends on what the rest of the
eternity
weapons in the patch
question.
are, right?
As such,
Um,
the Shogun wished.
So we'll see.
Of course, this
Wait, we got
perhaps the
C1 Hu Tao
Shogun
yesterday?
would
Yeah, I talked about it
let
early in the
this
stream.
statue of
I'm
the
not going to explain it again.
Omni-
Basically, I got an anonymous donation that was actually my brother taking pity on me, and for my birthday gift, he gave me a freaking $100 top up on Polearms only, which is very generous of him.
Aspirations?
in some
Have you
sense
heard
to the
of
reciprocal nature of gifts,
that
it
where
also means
that
I
is
did
where
kind of
visions
pay
come
for it
from?
on my own.
So
But
then
I
the
didn't decide to
ambitions
do
of
it.
these
My
people are
brother did it
stronger
as a
than I
gift. It
imagined.
was a pretty good gift because it saved me
Alright,
my sanity of
time
having
for
to
the next
grind for
stop on our
literally
tour of Narukami
50
Island,
hours
the Kamisato
for
Reservoir.
C1 Hu Tao. So yes, we got C1 Hu Tao on Polearms only. Hey, achievements. It's a little bit. Nah, I guess we're going a long ways. Opinions on the Inazuma arc. I liked it. I thought it was decent, like okay, the first time I went through it. Second time I went through it, much more. It definitely has some like bad pacing issues. Like, what were they? I don't get what their idea was with some of what they were doing. Like, what in the world was the point of the Watatsumi part? Like, 16,000 now, so we just got like a 3,000 damage upgrade. Just from doing 4-piece deep wood on Yao Yao now.
Freeze! Finally,
Finger drops. So yeah, Inazuma Art, I don't know, it just feels like it's paced badly. I think they had some good ideas going in it. Like the themes of like beings that live forever and that which continues from like Zhong Li's whole living forever spiel, right? Was sorry, it was less that. It was more like the theme of Inazuma is right. Change. Is change good? Is change bad? Well, change is inevitable, right? Okay, cool. But like the way they went about the story and like the whole conflict, it was like fundamentally the ideas of things going on in Inazuma were really interesting. Execution just was really flawed. That's kind of all it came down to. The freaking Watatsumi arc was like bad.
what's the hurry?
And then the ending bit, like with Miko and whatever, like was by far the best part of it, I think. But like not good enough to make up for it. So
What's the hurry?
yeah,
This moment will be frozen in time.
that's basically my opinion on it. It's okay. They really did a lot better job with the Sumeru arc. Like an insanely better job. The Sumeru story was really good. By far the best story I think the game has had so far. But I still don't really want to do it twice. So Hoyo, please add a skip button and spare me from trying to go insane. I wanted to go grab the Oculus over here, but I don't know where it is. It's probably underground. Alright, well. Grab the one over here then. Yeah, the general plot and themes are solid, just poorly executed. I agree. Oh, waypoint all the way over there. Sumeru and Liyue are top. No argument. My initial experience on the Liyue story was decent. But boy, I don't know. Having to do that multiple times, that is such a slog of a story. Like, it was interesting because, like, you know, I don't know. I didn't expect going into it that it was just going to be what it was. But it also was, like, looking back at it, it was like, what was it? It's I feel like it was a bit unnecessarily long at certain parts.
Don't get frostbite.
Don't be scared.
Yeah. Stop. Oh my god. Stop. Jesus. Alright, I wanted to solve this puzzle. So that is... Does this not connect to this? Really? I thought they connected these rocks. Okay, no, they just connect to me, I guess. Oh, it connects to the rocks when I'm connecting to it? Weird, okay. That's goofy. 'Cause, like, I thought it was supposed to be something like this, right? And then you just... Or maybe it still is. Oh, it is. Okay, good. I did it. I have a brain. Interested in Honkai Star Rail? I'm gonna guess it's a gacha game. So, unfortunately, no. I don't think, like, on a time... I don't know. On a potential career level for YouTube, playing Genshin may have been a good idea. And I like the game. But I still think that gacha is inherently predatory with how most gacha games exist. Genshin did open me up to the idea of gacha as an actually interesting game mechanic for offering unique experiences and the ability to make like a game that is interesting in how it changes over time as being like a Genshin is one of the best examples of a live service game in my opinion that like justifies it being live service, right? And ever continuing and ever expanding. But the degree to which the nature of the monetization in the game, I think, is still excessive, and I don't like a lot of things about it, and therefore, I'm probably never going to play. I'm not planning on it. I don't know. If there's a very good content reason to do it, maybe I will. But you know, yeah. Hello. I gotta make sure to do this freaking event too. When does this end? 5 days? Okay, yeah, I gotta make sure I do that. Probably not this stream, but maybe this week. I might do it on my own. Honestly, it's not that interesting of a one to stream. Let's go meet Ayaka through a windscreen. So yeah, gacha games. I don't think are healthy. I don't think they're good for the industry. I think there is a balance where a gacha game could justify much of what it does as monetization. And I think the Genshin is maybe one of the closer ones at justifying it for the quality of the game it is. Compared to something like Tower of Fantasy, which is just like, I'm sorry, it just doesn't have the quality to just justify it. But the event is pretty quick. You can do one in an hour. I know. I'm just saying I don't think I need to do the event on live right now.
Please.
But it doesn't give AR. It just gives Prima Gems. I will do it. It's a quick event, but anywho. So yeah. Point is, gacha is fundamentally predatory. It's not fundamentally that different from what much of capitalism does, but in comparison to like what other games do in particular, I don't think it's a monetization system I want to support. Is essentially what I'm saying. And I know it's a little bit weird, you know, as a content creator for this freaking game, I'm functionally supporting it and advertising it for MiHoYo in a way, but that wasn't really on purpose, honestly. Just trying my own thing in my own selfish life. Right? Do something I enjoy in life. That's why I'm doing the YouTube things. Genshin isn't exactly like the ideal of what I would have said I would have liked to make my YouTube channel about. It just kind of happened.
You must also be here. Tejima has keeping out the treasure, but now we will.
Leeway Arkham Quest makes a little more sense in retrospect if you see it as Zhongli saying goodbye to Guizhong, or as a cap for his time as an Adept leader. Maybe. I didn't say it really didn't make sense. It was more like, why are we spending so much time going and like, what like, something that sticks out. I don't know. I haven't done it in a little while now. I did it like a month ago on this account. Oh, how about like the like, what's the point of wasting the player's time with the crap with like Ganyu comes in, like, oh, you need to go to the Jade Chamber, and then you have to go like climb up a mountain, have Animo try to fly up to the Jade Chamber, And then LOL, oops, you can't fly up to the Jade Chamber, so you go do this other thing, and then you meet Ganya eventually again, and it's just like, oh, lol, I forgot to tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber. Why? Why are you wasting our time like that? What's the point of that? Like, to be like, Ganya's a little bit of a ditz. Please pull for her if you like ditzy girls, or some stupid shit. Like, that's what it felt like in hindsight to me. Gotcha equals bad as if most games haven't already adopted predatory monetary stance. I wouldn't say most games have. There's many games, and in my opinion, most of the best games that exist do not adopt predatory monetary stances. So, yeah.
So this is the... but anyway...
Yeah, Ganya was like, oh, I forgot. Yes, that was what Ganya was like in that quest. It's annoying. It would have been forgivable if she said, I forgot. Oh, good. Elemental Sight. Yay. Best mechanic in the game. But yeah, I don't know. I think there's a better balance that can be made in gacha games that justifies, right? Because the money Mihoyo makes can justify the company continuing to make content the quality they do, right?
Here we are. The soil must
But
be something...
I feel like they make a bit more money than they need to. Is what I would basically say. And like the weapon banner basically exists as ginormous bait for whales to try to spend more money on the game and profit more, as far as I'm concerned. And they succeeded. It worked on me.
Well, I'll be... Still, over the years, how could I have... Love? Regret? No. After all, it's as if she'd never been in my life. Although, when I think about how
And this was a pretty strong start to the Inazuma quest, by the way, about like these individual stories about like vision holders, and like I was really interested in it when I first played it, but then like it just like gave up on this kind of aspect of the Inazuma story. Like it has such a weird slow grind start, and then suddenly you're at Watatsumi Island, you know, and oh, join the war. And except you're not really joining the war, actually, it's just for a freaking cinematic. And like, okay. And then 2 minutes later, now you're like defeating Raiden. And it's like, oh okay. Like, what? I don't know. I feel like they could have done so many things better with the Inazuma quest.
No pain, no gain.
Oh look, oh wow, okay. Okay, I think it was definitely the correct decision to do the Archon quest, because good lord, we've gotten so much AR and we needed like 3,000 or 2 to 3,000 AR, I think, to get to 44, and we're almost there already. I did not expect that. So I think it was definitely the correct choice to do this to get AR. That actually has me very optimistic for our ability to get to AR45 this week. In fact, like to the point that I feel like if I just like complete the Inazuma Archon quest, I might be fine. So, yeah, maybe I'm just gonna do that. Boring, but also the easiest thing to mindlessly do on camera or off camera. Weapon banner is definitely a bait, only pulled on it once, always go for characters, nothing else, yeah. There are certain weapons that are fun to have on an account, like, that I think justify their existence for the difficulty to acquire them in some sense, but the vast majority of them are just bait.
Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion.
First domain to be farming once you get AR45. My plan is to spend, most likely we're spending at least a few thousand resin on Gilded and Deepwood. Because just getting like an EM set of Gilded and some support pieces for Deepwood is the fastest way right now because of how strong Dendro reactions are to just have like good sets of artifacts that can like clear content in the game and give you flexibility for doing different team options for Dendro reactions at least. And then we're probably just going to go for Shimenawa Emblem, I'm guessing. But I'll decide that after we figure out how this goes, right? If I spend 2,000 resin in this and I like don't get an EM timepiece, goblet, or circlet, then, you know, I don't know. But, if we spend 2,000 resin, we get our full EM Gilded Dreams, but we don't have DPS pieces of Gilded Dreams or whatever. Then, we might head to, like, Noblesse, for example, because getting a Noblesse out of the way would be nice. Getting some okay Viridescent pieces. Like, we don't have to get good Viridescent pieces, but just, like, a set of Viridescent. Getting Tenacity would be nice. Heck, farming Thunder Fury would be nice, but, realistically, the efficient domains to farm are Gilded and Deepwood to start, and then Shimanao Emblem, which is boring, but that's probably the main plan. Talk to Kurosawa.
I don't know what my own family can barely get by it. And that's the first bit of
Oh, that's strange.
to be perfectly
About 7,000 resin down the drain in Deepwood for you to
It's
run,
not just that.
for you to double crit EM Sands to roll on the flat def. That's brutal. We don't specifically need crit EM artifacts, to be clear. My ideal for Deepwood is that we spend like 2,000 resin, we get a full EM set of Gilded, and we get some decent supportive pieces for like Yao Yao at the very least, or other characters in the future on Deepwood, and then we can move on to other things unless I need to move back to Gilded. Getting DPS pieces on Gilded is good, obviously, for generalist pieces, but I'd rather move on to other stuff.
We really outdid all those samurai. You haven't. Today's just you demand.
Spent 20 fragiles in that domain and got 2 good artifacts. I mean, 20 fragiles for 2 good artifacts is not that abnormal. Also depends what you're defining as good artifacts. The Gilded and Deepwood pieces have utility on so many different units, and like that like so many different stats can have value. Like, other than obviously like flat stats that are bad, there's lots of variations of artifacts in Gilded and Deepwood that can be very valuable, even if it's not like crit stats, right? If you only got 2 good artifacts that have like crit stats from 20 fragile resin, that's not that abnormal. 20 fragile resin seems like a lot, but it's really not actually that crazy. Like, what is that? 20.
There goes all the
It's 1,200 resin, right? 1,200 resin is like a week's worth of resin, right? So like you get 100, not even assuming 180 resin per day, but like 160 resin per day if you let your resin cap. Ooh, the sacrilege. If you let your resin cap. 160 times 7 is 1,120 resin per week. So 20 fragiles is 1,200 resin. That's about a week's worth of resin. Even though 20 fragiles seems like a lot.
So what did you see inside?
So getting 2 artifacts out of 1,200 resin is not that abnormal. But I would just say also keep in mind that Gilded and Deepwood have so much generic versatility. Like, and particularly like, just for the love of everything, don't undervalue the value of EM and ER stats, especially on those sets.
So we shut it.
And you kind of want, like, it's a good idea to have in store like every variation of like Deepwood artifacts that could be good on different characters. That's the kid that lets you do the Tamari quest or something. I'm not gonna bother right now. Because like, even if like there's no one obviously that we would put on 4-piece Deepwood right now that wants a defense timepiece, there could be in the future that just like there's a defense scaling supportive character that it makes sense to throw them on 4-piece Deepwood. It's probably the least likely one to use, but if you get honestly just like a defense timepiece that has ER on it on Deepwood, I would keep that in case you need it in the future. Not necessarily saying you would upgrade it right now, because that's probably not worth the artifact fodder to upgrade that artifact until you need it, but it's worth keeping those kinds of artifacts because they could be useful for you in the future.
Of course. As for what, if you're still curious, what I see most unfortunate.
Oh yeah, happy Valentine's Day. I forgot. It's that day today. Clearly, you must all be... everyone must be single. You probably have better things to do today, maybe. Well, I don't know if it's Valentine's Day for the whole world. I don't know what countries specifically celebrate Valentine's Day in the same way the U.S. does it. So maybe it's just not Valentine's Day where you are, or there's no Valentine's Day where you are. But I have never really celebrated Valentine's Day because I am forever alone and I want to be. So yeah, happy Valentine's Day to those that give two hoots about it. I'm gonna continue playing Genshin Impact.
I
Yeah,
presented
happy
him with a
Singles
choice.
Day.
It turned out to be her. Did you manage to track down the treasure?
No, it's the 15th for you. Okay, yeah, you're just a day ahead.
Just about sums it up.
Strange. I don't really. Why was I purchasing?
Happy
a bird?
birthday
I
to your
cannot
Nan.
deny
Nice.
that when
Yes,
I
happy
brandished
birthday to your
my
Nan as well.
sword, I remember what did he? It would seem all I can remember. And
Well, feel on, or you'll never forget it's Valentine's Day, I guess.
somehow though taking on. But what you? The Tenryo Commission sees my vision, and the irony of I'm incapable.
Yet another
Need some flowers?
troubled soul.
No,
We'll
I did
make
not
it
get
the
flowers
chance.
or chocolate,
Let's
because
in any case.
that would
We
be
must-
weird.
Yeah. Fortunately for let's go find
Why would why would someone come and give me flowers and chocolate? If AR44, yay. All right, how much AR do we need? We need 1440. All right, it's time for math. So let's see. Dailies give 1,000 from just the dailies themselves, and then plus 1,500, and then resin gives you 200 each. So if I use the full 160 resin, that's another 800. So that's 2,300 resin. Although I might save a little bit of condensed, so you know, would not mind getting a little bit of excess. 2,300 resin. Times 4. Although I'm gonna minus 800 from that because some of those condensed would be saved for artifact grinding on the day of. So that's 8,400 XP I should be able to get from just doing dailies. Daily resin stuff until the stream on Saturday. So all I need, this is pretty easy, is 6,000 AR, and we should be fine, and maybe a little bit of excess. So we need 6,000 AR, maybe a little bit of excess. Should be easy. Almost assuredly, yeah, this is giving like 800 per like instance in the Inazuma quest. Almost assuredly, the Inazuma quest is going to give us plenty enough to do that. So we're just going to continue with the Inazuma quest. At this point, I want to get to basically, I think we'll get to like halfway or something maybe, because halfway should be solidly enough that we should be safe. I'm a higher AR than your main now. that's funny.
The third person who had their vision taken is supposed to be a famous sword master around these parts. Hyman heard that he's the present-day master of make-your Hisui art. This is his don't.
Although I don't know we'll get it. I just noticed we've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I'll probably go for like an hour-ish more. Probably an hour-ish more.
I don't care whether you're trespassers. Don't make me draw my
Yeah,
blade.
why would someone give me chocolate? Hey, AR44. Obviously, can you tell what I care more about? Progress in Genshin Impact or chocolate from a loved one?
Please, you haven't arrived at
How to say you don't like people without saying you don't like people. No, I don't mind specific people. Like I like all of you, right? I would be glad to get chocolate. Well, actually, it'd be a little weird. I would honestly not know how to respond to getting chocolate from any of you. But you know, I like specific people. But my goal today was AR, and the AR was gotten. So we gotta wait until nighttime. So I was more excited about that. Gotta wait until I hate this mechanic. 1,800. Okay, cool. All those people who claim they had a vision in the past looked nothing special. They needed to focus more on their design. Yeah, I agree. I feel it's a weird... Genshin playable characters stand out a bit much, I think, in this world compared to the NPCs. I'd say it's probably one of the bigger design flaws in this game on like a visual design level, personally.
Going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
Shh. It's like just now. When she asked him who the people
Go to bed now, so good night everyone. Enjoy the rest of the stream. Thanks, Ab. Have a good night.
All the while we kept one of them was since they witnessed the ritual has
You're gonna have to pay with chocolate at local Walmart. I don't think Walmart would accept chocolate as a payment. Walmart would probably be fine with me buying chocolate from them in exchange for money. But I don't think Walmart would accept chocolate as payment. Soul, are you promoting parasocial relationships? Yes. In some sense, all relationships are parasocial, because can you ever truly understand another human being? No. So what does it matter if it's through the internet or not? Through the internet and when you don't actually know the person. What's the real difference? I say there's no difference. I'm joking, just in case anyone quotes me or something, as if I was being serious.
Suspicious person sighted. That's gotta be him.
Suspicious person, hello. Hello, suspicious person. Dude standing on the side of the road. Here's some money for friendship chocolate. I know that American chocolate is bad compared to European chocolate. Yeah, I bet. But it's the thought that counts. Thank you, Len. Thank you, Len.
I don't care to talk.
Maybe if I go to the store, I'll use that to justify
Yes.
expensive candy bar.
When we were young, I had begun practitioners, but Domo Sensei school. I thought so. Only then did he was because until he, of all the disciples, Domon's arrival changed.
My guy, your voice sounds so serious. My voice?
Later.
I know. It's part of the reason I'm such a troll, by the way. I'm fully aware of how I generally sound serious in how I'm talking. And I use that to my advantage to troll. Because no one can tell. Nobody can generally tell when I'm being serious or not. And it's just great sometimes. I love it. So, and then that worsens the problem, because then there's times where like I want people to tell I'm being serious, but then they know I'm sometimes trolling, and they don't know. They don't know that I'm genuinely trying to be serious. And then they, so it does create some problems, to be clear, but it's a fine problem to have. The reason I like trolling, by the way, and like, to like try to understand someone like Miko's character, why like, it's not just like, I like being an asshole. That's not like the point. The point is like, the best way I have describing why I like trolling people is it like, people in like any kind of social situation fall into like patterns of like reacting to things in certain ways, right? And I feel like messing with people in a lighthearted way is a way to break people out of like their patterns of like reacting to circumstances in always the same way, and in ways they don't even like realize on a conscious level, right? Every human does it. I do it. I'm not like saying I'm an exception or anything. This is gonna be a bit of a walk. So a little bit of lighthearted trolling is a way to like get people to like be more genuine, if that makes sense. And oh, there's a precious chest here. Wow, I'm glad I turned around. So I feel it feels like you get to know what like the real person is behind like the social masks like everyone puts on, right? By trolling. I get more enjoyment in living in like, I feel like there's more genuine reactions out of social situations when I'm a little bit of a troll. I abuse the nature of like social context to mess with people by doing things they don't expect. It feels like you get close to something more genuine inside of people. That's why I do it. Is that why Miko does it? I don't know. She's a fictional character, so she doesn't really have a reason why she does it. She was just written. There we go. Sudden philosophy for the philosophy of trolling for you out of nowhere. You're supposed to use Electro on these. I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is no. What about Dendro? Oh, Yogoi can do it, but he's got to target it. Alright. There we go. Thank you, Yogoi. And now he's changing the things. Thank you. Oh, he actually helped me solve it, so thank you. Oh, all the precious chests. My gosh. What a world. Inazuma with barely anything unlocked is great. It's great. Check sub count. What about sub count? What sub count is suddenly higher? Why? What happened? What would have changed in the last 2 hours? If you're talking about 10k, I've already at 10k. That's why I have, this is like part of the 10k subscriber special in the title, I think. Thought I put that in the title.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Yeah. Ow, stand up, you buttholes. Alright, this dude's gonna take about 5 years to kill. I'll show my inventory and my weapons in a second. And that should kill you. Oh, it didn't kill you. Got it. How'd you not die? You freaking dip. Oh, you're being healed. Ah, freaking! I hate enemies that heal.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
Don't be scared. Hey, go away. You're up.
What's going on? We're just grinding weapons only. Mostly for AR, but also just getting chests that are along the way. Can you not? Okay, die please. Jerks. Go, Barbara, go! Yeah. Surprise, after throwing somebody's child off of a bridge. Yeah, that's exactly. Throwing children off a bridge is exactly what I mean by lighthearted trolling. So yeah, inventory weapons only. Basically, we got one of every fab weapon, a couple extra fab weapons, which is nice just because some of the banners we wished on have had a decent number of fab weapons. Nothing crazy. We got a sack frags, we got aqua, we got Kilo Favonia. We're still in very early days on this account. That's for sure. Do. Come on. This is an annoying waypoint. I got kind of off the track a little bit. I meant to like go walk up the pathway that's over here somewhere, but you know, oh well. This is just we're taking a shortcut. Definitely a shortcut. Because from here I will glide down to over here. I'll glide down to over here where there's surely a pathway. There's a lot of chests over here, but I think going over this way will get a little bit too distracted. Goal is to try to give him a little bit more AR this stream before we end it. Yeah, the stream is not going to be 6 hours like last one was. Like at most we're going for like 30-40 minutes more at this point. It's 2 6-hour streams 2 days in a row. Maybe would have done it if I still didn't grind Hu Tao. Maybe. I don't know. I think I would have lost my sanity having to do multiple 6-hour streams in a day. I don't have the Sigma streamer grind mindset for it right now, I guess. Let's... Okay, this is kind of a pathway, I suppose.
Let's get down to business. Frostbite.
Don't be scared.
Ow.
Surrendering will be gentle.
Hey, let's dance.
And... Stop blocking. Stop blocking, you dip.
Stay put.
There we go.
Look at it sparkle.
Probably pick up the chicken. Did you play Hollow Knight by any chance? I did indeed play Hollow Knight. It's a really, really, really good game. It's a game I personally would give... I don't really give games scores generally. But he says he's going to give a game a score. I don't generally give games scores in the sense of like, this game is a 10 out of 10, and then that directly compares to this game, which I also say is, you know, not a 10. Like, like two games are not necessarily comparable to each other, right? Games are too broad of a category in general. This is annoying. This is not really the ideal path. Well, we're going up. Maybe it is the ideal path. Wonderful. Alright. There's an Oculus here even. See, I went this way around specifically because I wanted to get that Oculus. I just have that big of a brain. Yeah, Hollow Knight, honestly, is like... I don't know how to flaw it, basically, for what it's meant to be. It's an amazing game. Not necessarily a game for everyone. But it's a really, really great game. I didn't 100... I can't remember what the max percentage... I think the max, like, completion percentage in the game is, like, 170%. And I didn't do much of the God Home DLC, because that was just, like, a little bit too hardcore content for my preference. But I did complete basically everything in the game, including stuff like Path of Pain. The last thing I actually gave up on, I didn't finish Nightmare King Grim, because across like 2 different sessions of playing Hollow Knight for like a few hours, I was trying to beat Nightmare King Grim, but I just failed. I'm sure I could if I tried a few more times, but Silk Song is coming one day. I hope. Yeah, I'm sure Silk Song will come eventually. Hey Miko. But Silk Song seems to be in development hell, because they've gone radio silent for like over a year on it, so I'm not expecting it anytime soon. 112%, yeah. So I got around there, like slightly under, because I didn't complete Grim.
As one who is thrown into the sea, though he
No, I didn't do God Home, like I said. But I did the vast majority of everything you could in that game.
For what has triggered
Stripped of his ambition?
your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind. There was one then. Lady,
Have you never went this way? The path starts at Comics episodes? No, it's the first time I'm basically doing anything in Izuma on this account.
I'm sorry, Father.
I don't remember exactly where the path starts in this. I don't exactly normally take the long way up this.
It's been so... I don't think... Now I know, but that is no...
But what if one day...
I finished the Souls trilogy, so the game was a little bit easier. Yeah, anyone who's played the Dark Souls games is used to a little bit more like... I don't even know how to describe it. The Soulsy type of experience of like having to improve your skills with the game to succeed.
Being stripped of your ambition.
We'll get a little bit more enjoyment out of Hollow Knight, but I also didn't play the Souls games myself. I'm more interested in playing them now that Elden Ring I've played a little bit, but it can be a little bit harder to get used to some of the difficult things in Hollow Knight.
You can count on, but well,
if you're not used to difficult games. It's probably the easiest way to describe it, I think. Yai always has the chemistry. Yeah.
Traveler?
Yai is 1,000 times better troll than I am.
That blows for us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment.
Okay. No, we must meet after I give the electronosis away to save your ass. That's Yai Miko's big brain plan. The biggest thing I don't like about Yai Miko's writing is how she sometimes is like written as this like lady who has everything planned out 5 steps ahead, you know, giga brain person that sees everything as happening as she predicts. It's just like, don't like that aspect of her character. But that's more of like a writing problem with Mihoyo than I think it is her character specifically.
Fascinating.
Well, anyways, where's this Oculus? Is it the tree or is it down below? I don't remember. I think it is down below, and I'm gonna ignore it. All right. We get all the waypoints in this island? I think we did, other than the ones over here. Cool. All right. Also an Oculus over here, apparently. We'll grab this one, because I think this one is not sneaky. Oh, I say that, and I don't know where it is. Is it up there? Let's see it. Is it down? Must be down. Has to be down. Yeah, it's down. Okay. Whoa, almost went too low. They do that all according to plaything with Ayato, and I'll hate them too. It's a recurring kind of meh writing thing with them. Yeah. It's very lazy writing in my opinion. The worst example of it, I think, was definitely it heavily gave that impression with the event, and I think 3.3 with the whatever the crap that was over here, where Yai was like, oh yes, I knew exactly what was going on with these yokai. Like, go fuck yourself, Yai. I took it. It wasn't horrible because it did feel in a way like Yai was just some of Yai's like Giga Brain and I knew everything that was going on is less Yai Giga Brain and some just Yai putting on the face of being a Giga Brain, and just messing with people in that way is the feeling I get from it. But
Guess who fulfilled all your wishes?
it didn't straddle the line perfectly, basically. And with like Ayato and I'll hit them, yeah, definitely they're bad examples of it too. Apple trees are best because you can eat apples. I mean, if you have your own apple trees, what is the scene, by the way? Oh yes, look, it's a girl. Okay, hi.
Traveler, Paimon. I have heard all about how you help.
What was I saying? Apple trees. Oh, I don't think apple trees are easy. My parents have an apple tree, and I still eat the apples, semi-occasionally every year. That tree though, like as far as just like having an apple tree and like it's spitting out apples on you every year that you pick and whatever. Well, it's a pain in the ass to like not have like pests that murder your apples. And then two, the apples taste inconsistent as crap. They just don't taste very good most of the time. Like they're like most of the time they were pretty bitter, and like in some sense it was interesting because they definitely don't taste like store-bought apples. So like they were interesting tasting apples, but like it's not as easy as you might think. I think to just like plant a tree and be like, in a few years we'll get apples that taste great from this instead of having to pay $5 a pound for an apple bag or whatever, right? I guess no, you're still gonna have to if you want your juicy tasting Honey Crisps.
In any case,
Ayako would look much better with her hair down. Isn't her hair down? Or it's just like in a ponytail, right? Unless you're talking about this garbage, which yes, I agree. I know this just looks. Yeah, I don't know. It's a choice.
The almighty she inspired. It was her almost. The issue is that after all.
Well, I shouldn't speak. I know shit all about hair, so you know, Ayaka's hairstyle is more of a choice than my hairstyle is. My hairstyle is I'm lazy.
Of course, they invariably. It almost makes. Oh?
Have you got a plan?
To be honest,
Persimmons are the worst fruit. Diabetes on a fruit. I don't think I've actually had persimmons. Which apples are cold? Yeah, I feel like you're eating too cold of apples. Like, try taking your apples out of the fridge for a bit. I like cold apples personally, so I understand what you mean. But like, you don't have to eat apples cold. They are normally hard, but there also is definitely softer textured apples. There's so much variation to apples. I bet you can find an apple you'd like, Lynn. Also lemons. What? Oh, you have pear, plums, grapes, and cherry trees, and lemon trees. Oh, I see. That's actually really cool.
What's the hurry?
I'm jealous of all your trees, Sapphire. That seems really, honestly, cool to have all those things and be able to eat them. I'll hit them as trope savvy. The more the audience knows of the plan, the more likely it is to fail. So only lets us see the planning flashbacks after it's successful. Yeah. I don't know why my brain thought I had to go outside for that. Obviously, I've been having to go inside for this. Good job, brain. I just saw the point over here, and I'm just like, clearly this is around the side over here. No. This one is Shogun Quest, yeah. Yeah, we just talking about apples and crap while we do Inazuma Quest, because it's a quick source of AR. Okay. We unlocked Inazuma reputations. That's something. I forgot how early. It annoys me, by the way, how freaking long it takes. Like, you have to do like probably like 60-70% I think of the Sumeru quest line to unlock like reputation system fully, and it might actually be the same with this one too. When I think about it, because I think you can't do like I'm talking about this part of the reputation system. You have to get to level 2. So you know what? It's probably actually the same thing here, but I don't like that. I don't like that they structured it where like you unlock it, like we have it unlocked, but you don't have the actual important part about it unlocked until you do a crap ton more of the story. It's just annoying. Or you do every single side quest on planet Earth. Do I prefer Ayaka with or without her skin? I prefer most people with their skin on. I feel like anyone that prefers those people without skin on is a slight bit of a like sociopath and probably a serial killer. So, yes, I would prefer Ayaka with her skin. That is a statement I can make. Let's get our AR awards here. Is it a wish? It is a wish. Wow. What a world. What a world. Alright, wonderful. Who knew? Who knew the great gods of Hoyoverse could be so generous for giving us one standard wish at AR44? Oh, it's a 4-star. If it's a weapon, it's useful. It's a constellation, could be useful too. I mean, it is a weapon. It is a weapon. Can't say we really needed an extra rain slasher, but you know, it is a weapon. Yeah. What is our pity at? I think we're at like 50-ish. I keep checking this constantly because I can never remember what I'm at. $55, 60. Oh, we're at 61. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. Boy. Imagine if that was Zingchet. Was that a pity 4-star, by the way? I didn't even really check beforehand. Oh, it was probably a pity 4-star. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. That was basically... so there is technically a soft pity for 4 stars. Like, you have a higher chance of getting a 4-star at 9 than there's the normal base chance of getting a 4-star. But... Anywho, continuing the quest. Oh, I'm gonna go craft condensed resin. I'm not gonna use it, I don't think. I'll probably use it tomorrow. But I don't know if I'm gonna stream tomorrow, by the way. But, maybe. No promises. You didn't like Fischl's skin at first, but you like all the details? Yeah, I like Fischl's skin. There we go. Navigate. This one gives 1,000 AR for this part of the quest. Like that's okay. Yeah, the AR you get from the Archon quest, I think, is by far the most valuable way we can, or most efficient way, I should say, we can do to farm up these things. Plus, with the leak about, again, this might not be true, but I think it was from a reliable leaker that in 3.5 we're gonna get intertwined fates. Per chapter of the Archon quest completed. So if you complete all the Archon quests for 3.5, you get like 22 intertwined fates.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble
so
with
completing
me.
more of these quests is
If
also
you
pretty
think your
efficient for like
elemental
Primogem
powers are
resources.
enough, believe me.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch the...
Like Jean and Barbara skins from 1.6. They're pretty decent. You're listening to me while cooking Valentine's dinner. Alright, nice. Does that mean I'm more important? No, I'm joking.
Right.
In terms of skins right now, I'm sure it's Kaching's like Deluxe as well, but I'm Deluxe-less. Yeah, I think Kaching's is probably the nicest looking one. Deluxe, I think they definitely put the most effort into. But it doesn't change Deluxe, so, you know.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka.
Yeah, 80k with Bennett buff, Mona buff, Sucrose buff, and Vaporize. Yep. And then she still needs 200% ER, so good luck getting 800k, or sorry, good luck getting 80k on Dia, while also having like 200 ER to keep her burst up consistently. Oh god. Anyone who has Dia, you basically are gonna have to use Fav Sword or Fav Greatsword on her, realistically. Or I don't know. I guess you know what, Dia probably gives a little bit of use to Skyward Pride. Like you could do, like I guess the easiest way to like make Dia work is like Fav Greatsword and maybe even still an ER timepiece on top of that, or Skyward Pride and an ER timepiece. That means you're sacrificing obviously a meaningful amount of damage because you needed to have ER to keep her burst up because that's where all her damage comes from. And she has ridiculous energy problems. The reason she has bad energy problems, by the way, is because she has, I think she generates a particle on every hit, which happens with the coordinated attacks. So So Dia, her skill places down a little turret, and then when you hit something, it does like every 2.5 seconds it'll do a attack, a pyro damage, and it'll generate a particle. But that means it's generating particles when Dia's off field, and then when you go on field Dia for her burst, she pauses the duration of her skill, meaning she's not generating any particles during her burst. So like, oh my god, Dia has like ridiculous energy problems. Which is like, so even more you want to do mono pyro basically to make it work, which is stupid. Oh god. I do not understand Dia's design. She might have some changes in release, to be clear. I'm not trying to be too doom posty. I have some amount of hope for them changing some aspects of her kit, but not a lot at this point. Just die. What a mono pyro battery team? Yes, I mean, energy needs to go down a bit when you have 3 pyro users. But if you're doing like mono pyro like Bennett, if you're doing, you know, what the Bennett, Dia, Kazuha, and Zhangling, right? Full mono pyro. Well, you're probably gonna have way less energy issues, but now you don't get vaporizes, and she's still not like that crazily good. like Jin Yan performs similarly as far as like the overall team damage. Dia will get bigger numbers, sure. Really? There we go. So, yeah, Dia got problems. And her burst is only one of them. The beta is over, yeah, but 3.5 is not out, so they've changed characters on release before. They could do it again, but I'm not gonna hope for that much. Dia definitely is looking like one of the worst characters they've ever released, if not the worst. Definitely the worst 5-star. And it's sad. I was looking forward to her. Yeah, Jesus. No, I guess I don't really have to kill all these dudes, do I?
You cannot match my bravery.
Really? What about Zhangling and Hu Tao? I mean, yeah, I guess you could do Zhangling or Hu Tao with Dia as well, if you want. You do you. I'm not saying you can't have a team that functions with Dia, but most of the teams that will function with Dia won't be functioning thanks to Dia at all. They'll just be functioning because they function with 3 characters in the first place, and you can throw Dia there because you like Dia. So like, if you like Dia, you like her design, you like her character, and you want to go for it. I respect it, you know. I'd be interested in having her if she weren't a 5-star, just for the fun of making her work. But yeah, fun of trying to make her work. But I'm not gonna risk my pity, lose my guarantee for freaking Dia. Not when Baiju is coming. A Liyue character. That should be all you really need to know. And Dendro character. Easy peasy. Bennett is a DPS. Yeah, you can make Bennett into a DPS for sure. C6 Bennett is very easy to make him a DPS. Not C6 Bennett. You can do like 4-piece Thundering Fury is actually a pretty strong team on Bennett. For skill spam Bennett. I believe the traditional 4-piece Thundering Fury team on with 4-piece DPS artifacts on Bennett is like an an overload team, if I recall, so it's particularly ideal against bosses that, you know, you don't need to deal with overload against. So you'd have, like, Fischl or whatever with them for consistent overloads. And you're constantly proccing overload, which then gives you, oh, I didn't put the rabbit down. Which then gives you... Brain. Yeah, I can't brain right now. Ow. Let me trigger the course. There we go. Yeah, it's basically just, you know, Bennett with Electro equals Thundering Fury, skill spam, go. And against, like, bosses where you can just, like, have a shield and whatever and just slap Bennett's burst down, go wild with skill spam on him, he can actually deal some pretty big damage. You can also just do, like, full EM build, I think, on that build as well, to just fully spec into the overload damage. Can't remember exactly, though. It's been a while since I looked at that team. On the bright side, if you want to do a Dia team, you can name it Suicide Squad. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I made that hard on myself by not shutting that down. Whatever. There just isn't a niche for Dia, like her defensive utility is worse than shielders and healers. Yup. Yup. Problem is that she just doesn't make sense in the context of this game, and she doesn't do much to make up for the downsides of the problem she has. If she did bigger damage, if she wasn't a pain in the arse to get her burst up, right? If, like, she's got interesting, cool animations, and there's interesting aspects to her design. And, like, I appreciate they're trying new things, but, like, why didn't they, like, actually, I don't know. Like, it's just so confusing. Like, yeah, maybe they have something future planned that, like, they can't make Dia too strong because there's something future character or whatever things they have planned that's going to make her too strong if she did more damage right now. But, like, that doesn't change what she's like right now. You gotta evaluate what she's at right now, not what the things that might happen in the future. Like, I don't know what it'd be, but... Can I go in the door? No, I think I have to kill you. Oh, well. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get Dia. That's all I can say. Oh, we got puzzles. Yay, more puzzles. Hey, a chest. There we go. More chests. Chances are you'll pull for her just because she's pretty. Yeah, if that's what you enjoy. I respect it. I was desiring a Pyro DPS on my main account. I was looking for Dia. I was like, hey, maybe there's a Pyro Claymore damage dealer. And then, hey, it looks like based on like early preliminary links, her basic kit is like, hey, she has some off-field Pyro. She might have relevance as like a Virgin enabler. Like blah blah blah. Like her basic kit idea seems so cool.
Did you really think that little trick
Seems
of
so
yours
cool
could fool
and
us?
so interesting. I was looking forward to it. To actually having a Claymore user that could be fun.
Oh no! Those Tenryo Commission
And they're just like, nope, doesn't work with some of the most relevant sports in the game.
Hey, you there!
Just built as a tank that doesn't really have as much relevance as any other tanking replacement units like healers or shielders.
Let me have a look at him.
And doesn't do damage to make up for all of her downsides.
I'm sure you're well
kind of
aware
it.
that torture is strict.
That's the impression I've gotten from Dia.
If you are
yes.
Hey, this is Mia.
Who is that? Quick, go.
You're gonna get her come hell or high water, but it's a slight OCD talking. Best of luck. Hopefully she comes early so you don't have to waste wishes on her.
Sorry. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Someone remember her being described as pyro-official. I was like, OMG, and then boom, yeah. I can see what they meant by pyro-official, but yeah, she's not pyro-official. I hope they'll make a surprise on Dia's the strongest in history. They can make her immediately relevant just by like making her skill hit like every 1 second instead of every 2.5 seconds. Then at least she has relevance as a Burgeon character. Like, she's now the Burgeon character. If you want just an easy character to use for Burgeon, if her skill just hits every 1 second, bam, there you go. Although she'd still have cooldown issues, so that actually wouldn't fix it. Whatever. But yeah, if you're just a casual enjoyer of the game, to be clear, you don't care about Abyss.
Master Masakatsu, come on!
I'm sure if you like Dia, she's a pretty lady, tall lady that you want her to step on you, whatever, you know, and she has flashy animations that you enjoy. I'm sure you'll probably enjoy her. She's got some great animations. It's just, I don't know. I hesitate to say that even though, because like she still has her energy problems. So even like because like her fun things are like her burst, and her energy problems mean that it might be a pain in the arse even to use her in the overworld. So like I still don't know. I still wouldn't recommend it. But if you like her, you know, go for it. Just don't expect her to be like a game changer for like progressing your account and unlocking new flexible team options and oh man, Dia enables doing a new creative team with a pyro off-fielder. Like no, she won't. She won't do anything crazy new for your account. But just like any character in this game, the framework of this game is such that you can make any character work in some form. Dia just makes it hard. That's all. Dia doesn't make it easy. Yeah, maybe Kaveh will be a Claymore user I'll enjoy. I've not had a single Claymore character in this game I enjoy. Actually, not that I use. I would have considered building like Dory if she was like a physical DPS, because the slime attack animations is just like, that's great. It's freaking 10 out of 10. And then you don't. She's not designed to use her normal attacks at all. It just makes me sad. Let's see, Claymore users. Ito's the most interesting one to me, but I don't care about his playstyle. Sayu is basically a bad animal unit. She's okay. If you really like her, you can make it work. But meh. Chongyun is interesting for his infusion, but it's circle impact and eh. Beto's probably the best one. Honestly, if I'm ever going to do a Claymore user, right now it'd probably be Beto. Realistically. Beto's someone I've never really invested in. But she has some interesting aspects to her kit. And maybe eventually I'll invest in Beto if I get bored and I want to try out Claymore user. But all the other ones, yeah, I really don't like them. So, me sad about Dia being... I am sad about Dia being the best... What's Dia? Dia is the best
So Kujo Sara stayed her
Claymore user
It would appear she still has some honor to her.
in the last year.
I wonder if we should try establishing contact.
I think there hasn't been a Claymore user in the last year I've played. I've only played the game for a year. I don't think they've released a Claymore user since I started playing.
Step closer to victory. You're turning.
So yes.
Indeed, but if we wish
At least Dia is the best Claymore user I've seen them add to the game.
It is time we make
There's no
That's
need
what
to
I'll
rush.
say.
Things seem to have taken yes, and the number
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know.
Being in a Thelma.
I'd say funny enough. Simply put,
Swords and
that we
bows are the
take
way
an
for
answer.
me.
Anyone
Yeah.
who guesses
I really like
contradicts
bow
itself.
characters.
really do. Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to
The 5-star Geo bow character is rumored for 3.7, 3.8. Has high potential to be a character I actually am interested in. Although if she's right after Baiju, might be a bit rough trying to get her.
You can say that.
I'm afraid it's your own fault for adding all those strange ingredients, even with a travel.
But we're used boiling cake.
I must apologize.
Uh-oh.
you know, Toma.
Perhaps I
Catalyst
did
and bows are
get
probably
my
my
breakfast
favorite.
already, so without further
I think.
Brother.
Sword users have some of the
Yes.
most strong
Maybe
options
extra
in
time.
characters.
Let's all take some
So I like the
downtime
sword
is
users.
hard to- I'll tidy
But
things up.
There's gonna be a sequel.
Sure, why not?
and yes, I know I didn't say polearms are my favorite. Part of the reason I wanted to do polearms only though was because I didn't use many of the polearm characters. So I started polearms only as being like, hey, it'd be interesting to do polearms only. Didn't see anyone else really doing polearms only when I started it. And oh my god, all the freaking little quests. Oh, is this the part where we now have to like do our date with Ayaka and Yoimiya? Oh frick.
What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon.
Yeah, I really
hold
enjoyed
on.
polearm characters, to be clear. Just I
Ayaka?
think the ones I generally get the most
Something has come
utility
that
and
you ought not
versatility out of it
Individual
tends to be
request?
Correct.
non-polearm
If
characters.
this may seem a little sudden, a few days ago she wrote about
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Maybe Dia's console fixer.
never. So
I mean, I
according to
believe
the
Dia's
notebook,
C6, if you have it,
That's what I thought.
is
too.
in similar performance to like
Do you need us to
No.
Hu
Her
Tao
address is given
C1.
in the notebook. Please keep the
So,
proper course of action would be to involve
know,
my brother and visit her together. Exactly.
she's got that going for her.
That.
You can count.
Wonderful.
Oh, we don't mind.
Thank you kindly.
All right, sounds
Geo reactions are a joke. I agree. The Geo Bow character is going to make me actually really want to pull for her. Hey, there we go. We completed that quest. And we're at, what are we at? Let's see what we're at. 3,000 out of 14,000. Okay. Not as much as long as I was kind of hoping here. I think we're gonna pass on doing any more for today. I might do more tomorrow. We'll see. I'll have to be in the mood to stream, but I might do more tomorrow. I will try to complete. What is it, real quick? Yeah, I don't really feel like doing the Yoimiya and the Yeah, we do the Ayaka and Yoimiya date quests before we can continue the main story, I believe. So yay. But oh well. Oh, we get a that key. Okay, that's something. So I think my plan will be to do those probably tomorrow. We'll probably stream it. Maybe won't though. But I think I will go try to get this real quick done just because I don't know. I've had this sitting on my Polearm only account forever and I hate it. I just want it not here, basically. Doesn't even give AR. I just want it gone. Why are you always late? Well, you can always get the enjoyment of reliving it in the future through the magic of VOD by going and looking at the previous time on the timeline. I like the date with Aka. It was fine. It was fine. Oh, is Dia C6 like C0 Hu Tao, not C1? I don't know. I don't know how. I haven't looked at DPS calculations for C6 Dia. Can't say I care. I know that's the joke I've seen going around the theory crafting community though, is that C6 Dia is similar in performance to C0 C1 Hu Tao. So maybe I was being generous by saying C1 Hu Tao. Oh god. Was it Jeff compared Dia's damage to C1 Hu Tao? Yeah. Is his freaking pre-release out for Dia? I want to see him just like be mad about Dia for like 30 minutes straight while trying to make actual legitimate recommendations on how to use her. Use the Omni. Oh, I gotta use the thing. Okay. Gotta use the thing. Let's capture a fox. There's foxes over here, right? Yes. Bam. Zoo Tycoon. Got a foxy. Oh, what am I doing? Talk to Sango. What are we doing? What are Prima Gems at? 6,700. Nice. Okay, cool. We'll definitely have enough to get to 1 pity right away on the next banner. Assuming like it still seems like it's pretty likely it's going to be Dia Sino first half is my guess. So most likely we'll be wishing on the first weapon banner of 3.5. Yeah, the Inazuma OST is pretty great. Honestly, most of the OST in this whole game is pretty good. The OST in Genshin is definitely one of the highlights of Genshin. Especially because they keep on adding good songs with new areas. There we go. Got that stupid quest done. Alrighty. So, wonderful. But yes. I think that's it for the stream. Unless I wanna doom post Dia some more. Didn't mean to doom post Dia for like 30 minutes straight. I don't know. Because every time anyone mentions her, I start thinking about her, and I'm just like, huh? Huh? Why? Everything about her is just confusing. Basically. She had some cool stuff going. I was initially quite interested and excited for her. And then sadness and despair. But yeah, I'm not wishing for her. I ain't wishing for anyone on my main account until Baiju, it seems like. So, oh well. Oh well. I apologize for the Dia slander. What AR are we? Oh yeah, good point. So we're at AR44, we're at 3,000 XP. We'll get, by my calculation, about 8,000 doing like daily stuff over the next few days here. Because the goal is to get to AR45 at the end of the week for some big ol' artifact grinding streams with all our fragile resin. Try to get some hopefully okay artifacts for our characters. See how that goes. And then yeah, so I only need to grind up maybe like, if I want to be safe, like 4,000 more AR, right? Which is just going to be done by doing more of the Inazuma quest. So I think I'll probably stream tomorrow. No guarantees, but I'll probably stream tomorrow. Trying to finish up the grind here. And that'll be the last like weekday stream probably I do in a little while. Just as, you know, these are just special streams for 10k subscribers as far as I'm concerned. So no promises that I'm going to consistently stream in the weekdays. It's a bit tiring to have to stream constantly in the weekdays and plan around like edited videos on the weekend and blah 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 blah. So it's just we had a lot of things to do on my accounts anyways. I wanted to try to do, so it made sense to stream. Kind of it. So yeah. Anywho, what is resin grinding? Resin grinding as in like artifact grinding with our fragile resin. So we'll have, I think by the time we get to 45, we'll have a couple more of these. Maybe one or two more. So we'll have like 60 fragile resin to use, which is like 4,000 resin, I think. Not a crazy amount, but it's a decent bit. So hopefully we'll get at least one good artifact. Oh boy, we probably won't though. Oh boy.
Did I say that yesterday
Anywho,
as well?
thanks for watching. Bye bye. I'm a bit tired and hungry. I gotta go eat some things. We'll do some more later.